The dinosaurs became extinct because they didn't have a space program. And if we become extinct because we don't have a space program, it'll serve us right. If you ever wanted to conquer the countless worlds of the galaxy, but can't afford all the Stellaris DLC, then here is FreeOrion, an open source and free, as in freedom as well as in price, 4X space strategy game, not unlike the Master of Orion series for which it's named. While this game is openly inspired by Master of Orion, it's not in any way a clone or a copy, aside from the fact that it shares the same kind of genre of game. In many ways, I'd consider the current build of FreeOrion almost like a Stellaris Lite, just missing a lot of the flavor that goes into Paradox's 4X strategy title. FreeOrion is a very streamlined game once you are familiar with its interface, and really easy to pick up even after a few minutes of just playing around. The core focus of the development team was to avoid the excessive micromanagement of Master of Orion 2 or the obtuse hidden complexity of Master of Orion 3. Of all the Master of Orion games, it's arguably the closest to the first one, but has grown in its own direction over the years to become something unique. Today, as I said, it's a streamlined and fairly lightweight 4X game which still has a ton of depth and variety to be very enjoyable, not to mention highly customizable and very multiplayer friendly. Another key feature of the game which fits into this development philosophy is the lack of automation for your empire. A lot of players may be a bit intimidated by this, but honestly I kind of agree with the core concept behind this decision. If your game is so complicated that you feel the need to have everything be automated, just so that you can give the players a sort of beginner safety net, then either you really need to have your mechanics be less obtuse, so an interested new player can at least try to learn them fairly easily and at least start playing, or frankly just cut out a lot of said mechanics if they're not serving the core gameplay. In my opinion, this is a big issue with Stellaris' mountains of content, even though the base game is quite basic. The developer's commitment to fighting micromanagement is honestly a breath of fresh air for me, as there is a plague of overly feature-heavy strategy games out there, especially 4X games, where honestly it feels like I'm spending most of my time fighting the UI than actually playing. And I'm not saying this as someone who hates complex games. There are plenty of these spreadsheet simulators that I enjoy. However, the best ones put an onus on the player to engage with them and keep the overall experience very focused. A good example is Rule the Waves 3, which is feature heavy but also hyper-focused on the naval command experience, in so that non-essential features like land combat and diplomacy are basically abstracted away from your care as the player. Too many 4X games I feel go in the opposite direction, where you have a billion different menus and sliders to manage every single irrelevant aspect of the game. My only point in saying this is that I think FreeOrion has found a fairly comfortable level of abstraction versus realism, which I think suits its goals really well at being lightweight and fun for most players, both in single player and online. Especially when it comes to multiplayer, I find it really helps streamline the whole process versus some really heavy games, which I find are basically impossible to play online because you're spending so much time waiting for other players to micromanage their empires that it really kills a lot of the enjoyment and kind of fast-paced nature of the game. But that being said, let's get started with a little bit of the game here. I'm going to play a bit of a game, but before I do, I'm going to go over some of the features of the game, first of all, so that way you're not confused by the interface. Being a 4X game, even though I said it is fairly streamlined and lightweight, it still can be a bit daunting when you open it up and see a lot of numbers and icons and menus everywhere. So kind of explaining what these are first, I think will be a great help. So just getting right into it, let's actually get into a game of FreeOrion. And as we get started, I'll also kind of explain what some of the different menus and features are. But like I said, I don't think it's that hard to understand. I think the devs have done a really great job of making a complex enough 4X kind of space game that is not too daunting. But let's get started here. This game is really customizable. You have tons and tons of options available for basically everything you could want to customize the look and feel of the game. I'm not going to go through everything here, but basically you can customize this to your heart's content. You can really make it like really customized. You can even customize a lot of the graphics and the factions and all these things like that if you want to. So it's a really great game for that if you want to kind of homebrew it a little bit. But let's get started a game here. So you do have a lot of options for starting a game here. I'm not going to change too much here. I'm also going to change the galaxy shape. You do have a lot of options available, but they're all fairly understandable things. We've played most kind of 4X space games before. Like I said, I compared this to Stellaris. I do think that's a good comparison because you do have a lot of options there as well, even though Stellaris is quite, I would say, a little bit simplistic. This is a fairly simplistic game as well. Stellaris has a lot of content, but in terms of the actual gameplay, it's very simplistic compared to something like even Masters of Orion 2 and 3, or something like Aurora, which honestly, if you ever play the game Aurora, maybe one day I will play that on here, but Aurora is like Rule the Waves in space. That's the best way I could describe it. And I love Rule the Waves, but Rule the Waves is nothing compared to Aurora, to be honest, because Rule the Waves is, like I said before, hyper fixated on Navy only, and Aurora is like everything. So, let's get started here. Let's pick a style of galaxy. Maybe we will do a spiral. I kind of like a circular galaxy. The problem with circular galaxies is it kind of like you tend to just go in one direction, expand out a little bit. I like having a little bit more variety in terms of where to go and stuff like that. Let's do a spiral 4-arm galaxy. That'll be okay. We'll just keep everything fairly standard. Okay, and I'll make something here. As for species, you do have a lot of species available. Lots of different options. These are all the default ones. Of course, you can kind of customize your own if you really want to. They do have a lot of bonuses, which can change the gameplay style a lot. I think I might just go with humans, however. And when you're going through different settings here, you can change a lot of things about your specific game as well, in terms of changing the balance, changing a lot of other features of the game. If you want to have some features to make it a little bit easier, for example, cheap policy, cheap fast text, to make it a little bit easier, harder, change up the balance of the planets, of the whole games, and even some settings just for multiplayer only. So, like I said before, I think this game is fairly well balanced for both single player and multiplayer, which is kind of rare for a lot of 4X games. A lot of them are focused only on single player, I would say, and the multiplayer experience is not that great. I think FreeOrion does a good job of making a fairly interesting multiplayer game, and I've not played this game multiplayer much, at least not recently. The last time I played multiplayer was years and years ago, but it was quite fun, and I heard from other people who've played it recently that it is still quite good today. So let's get started with the game here. Alright, so I am a human empire astral commune. I'll just go as humans because they're fairly standard. Basically, they're average for everything. So it'll be easier to kind of go through things a little bit. Now, let's take a look at some of the features we have here. Now, look at the screen. I think it's not that hard to understand. I mean, you can kind of mouse over everything and see a little bit about what everything is. Like if I mouse over all these things, it'll tell me exactly what it is. So it's not too difficult to get. And there's only really 3 resources in this game. There's industry, or I should say production. Basically just your industrial capacity to build things. There's research, which is your research ability, and there's influence, which works very similar to the way I think is influence as a resource in Stellaris as well, basically to maintain outposts and colonies and do diplomacy and things like that. You use influence to do that. So this is what influence does. This is a fairly new resource. This is added recently when they included diplomacy as a feature in this game. Before, there was no diplomacy at all. We also have trade as well. This allows you to supply your colonies, supply areas, and have trade as well. I don't have much trade at the moment, or this is my stockpile ability. There's a few other things here. This is just talking about our population, our species, and how many worlds we have, our ship count right here, and then detection level, detection strength. This is kind of like our, not really espionage, but our ability to detect enemy ships, detect enemies around, as well as detect planets themselves. Because some of these planets might be cloaked, they might be hard to find out information about what's on the planet, what's there. So raising your detection just raises kind of your ability to kind of see what's going on in your empire. Let's just go through some of these other tabs in the corner here and go through what these are. We have messages. If I click this one, you can see it blinking in the bottom left corner. These are just messages from other empires. Playing against AI, I mean, it doesn't really matter that much to have messages open. I mean, you can close these, it won't make a difference. This one is the other empires, this is the other empires in the game. So clicking this one will open up the other empires in the game. I want to see about them, so I can see who are the other empires in the game right off the bat. I'm technically at war with all of them. Okay, let's move on to the next category. This is just objects. Right now I only know of one object. This basically is a master list of all the different planetary and stellar bodies around the universe, specifically anything of relevance. So it won't mention stars. I believe, I don't think it will. It will just mention like planets or other places that are actually in the galaxy that are useful for me. Next thing is just our research menu, and I haven't chosen any research yet. I'll choose one in a minute. I think for the first one I'm going to go for is planetary ecology. You can just hover over each item and we'll give you a little bit of information about what it does. Some things don't necessarily do anything. For example, genetic engineering doesn't actually do anything right now. It's a prerequisite, meaning I need to research it for something else in the future. And the research is kind of blind, meaning I don't know exactly what will come next. And it's not always exactly the same either. Sometimes it's a little bit different, but I'm going to choose planetary ecology here. This will be pretty good to start with. And one thing to say is it's good to choose multiple things at once, even though you can research one thing first. Because of your research level, you can actually research a few things at once. So right here I can see this kind of signal at the top on my research tab. It's telling me I have wasted research. So I'm using about 4 research points to research planetary ecology, but I actually have 9 research available. So actually I should probably research multiple things. So this is why you want to have a queue going. You can see I have an excess of 5. So I can pick a few other things. I think I'm going to pick robotic production next, and then algorithmic elegance. So these 3 are pretty basic ones that improve your population, improve your production, improve your research. So all of these are fairly good to start off with, I think. Other things are really up to you. I mean, I don't have any recommendation about what's the best thing to research. I just feel like getting a few things to boost your economy early game is always quite good. But yeah, try to have a few things in queue. If you have a signal telling you that you're wasting research, you should be using it for something else. But luckily it does inform you right at the top. You can see right here I'm also wasting production. I haven't chosen anything to produce yet, which I may or may not do, to be honest. I don't know if I need much production right now. But that's why keeping a look at your different tabs here can help you. If you finish researching something and then you have a little bit of spare research available, you should be using it as much as possible. For production, I go to this tab with the gear. Production tab, right now I'm not producing anything. At the bottom, this kind of menu will tell you what you can actually produce. And right now I can't produce too much. I can also filter it by, first of all, what's available, by buildings only, or by ships only, or by both. And I can also show what's unavailable. So I have a lot of stuff that's definitely unavailable, which is kind of irrelevant because I can't make it. But this tells us a little bit about what we can make. So I can make a few things to start off with. I can make a military command building. This will allow us to get some military policies, which I'll talk about policies in a minute. Policies are, they're like policy cards. They do, I know I keep comparing this to Stellaris, but it is a little bit like, actually I guess it would be more like in Civilization where you can pick up policy cards. That's probably the best comparison. Civ 6, you can pick a policy card for your empire, and which slots you have available depends on your technology level and your government. And it's very similar here. You have so many slots available, and those can increase, decrease based on your development and things like that. So getting this will allow me to get a military policy slot, which could be pretty useful. I don't think I'm going to be fighting anything early on. But I think what the first thing I'm going to do, I might build one of those a little bit later. I think I'm going to build a few scout ships first. I do have a few scout ships that I start off with. Right here, I'll look at my ships in a minute. But I'll build 2 additional scouts because I think I only start off with 1 scout. I'll build a few other scouts. Maybe another colony ship. I start with a colony ship, scouts, and then some kind of military ship. I think maybe a frigate or something like that. I'll build 2 scout ships and maybe a corvette as well. That should take up all my production, and we'll keep an eye on that as things go. The next tab here is design. This is ship design. So this is basically designing ships. So I have hulls available. These are ships that are already built. Different kinds of monsters we might see. So these are actually all the monsters in the game. Not much else to really say about these. I mean, I guess we can make one of these. I think we have to research a little bit more to actually use these, though. They just list them here. Something I do kind of wish, I mean, it's cool to look at all of these early on, but it kind of would be a little bit better if you would unlock these as you actually discover them, because seeing all of them is a little bit of a, you know, it kind of lets you know about things before it happens. And yeah, we can make something, so if I want to start making something, I can choose some weapons. We have weapons and stuff over here. Armor. Again, same as everything else, I can turn these on or off and that'll open up more options. Right now I have very few options. I have just basic things for everything. So not much really to do with that. Last thing here is government policy, and this is our policy menu. I can choose some of these policy cards and see which one will be useful for me. I think early on I'm going to take centralization. So you can see it is very similar. This is why I compared it to Civilization 6, because it is a little bit similar to that system where I only have like a few cards open and I have to take one that are a matching color basically. So green policies are more like imperial wide policies, kind of growth focused, I guess. Blue are kind of more research focused and red are more military focused. But I'll take centralization. This is pretty good. So it boosts output of the capital for everything. And since I only have one like system, I don't have any other systems, I feel like taking that will be pretty good for now. I can always change it later, but that'll be good for now. What else do we have? We have graphs. So this will show me whatever graphs are in the game, which are kind of irrelevant right now. I mean, this is just if you want some more detailed information. Okay, yeah. So this is all part of the same system. This is the question mark opens up the in-game sort of encyclopedia, and basically it'll go over all the details of the game. So you even have some game guides. Actually, let's go back up. For example, oh, I don't mean to do that. I keep clicking too much. So how to get started, how to get quickly started, a guide to the interface, a guide to configuring your game a little bit. Other kind of things here, game hints, researching technologies. Probably if you're new to the game, checking out the quick start guide will be pretty good. This will give you a fairly detailed way to get started in the game. I mean, you don't really need too much, to be honest. Let's go back out of here. Game concepts, so describing what all these things are. Fuel, metabolism, planetary management, things like that. I'll kind of talk about these things as we go on. You can see a little bit about different kind of ideas too. That's just if I really want to know about something. I have a situation report as well. This is nothing much going on. Just telling me a little bit about some basic things. But let's get started here. So we do have a few ships available while we're building our scouts. We have a few scouts that are already built. So let's send these ones out to go investigate. So we'll send one scout over there. And let's send the other scout down here. Okay. So we only have 2 systems that we even know of at the moment, so there's not really much to say right now. Let's just wait for a turn. And you can see I'm using some influence right now. That's because when I choose these policies, it takes influence to use a policy. So I'm actually getting negative influence right now, and it costed me 13 influence to even choose a policy at all. But let's end the turn. There's nothing much really to do right now. We already kind of did everything, so let's end the turn here. And okay, so we have a few things more discovered, a few more systems around us. Some of these systems we can't travel to right now. If there's no star lane, like this line here means we can't travel to it at the moment. Maybe with more technology we can. You have already found that one, so let's actually go to this one and check that one out. We have a few new scout fleets. We don't have any more scout fleets yet, so we'll wait a little bit. Once our new scout fleets are available, we'll send them out to these other locations. And we can take a look at some of these planets or some of these areas. So we can see some of these places have a little bit of information. So here we have a small ocean planet. Now, right now, we can only settle on Terran planets. So our main planet is a Terran planet. We can't settle on anything else. We need to research some kind of either technology to let us settle there, like adaptability, or terraforming to turn it into a Terran planet. Now, one thing I will say is an ocean planet is quite similar to Terran, so it's pretty easy to adapt to it. Let me see if I can open up the Pedia system here. Here, so we got a good map of the suitability. So this is kind of a graph. You can map out the suitability for your species, whatever is the most suitable planet for you. There are a few types adjacent to it, which are close enough, which are pretty easy to adapt to. And then as you get further and further along this wheel, away from your primary adaptable planet, it'll be harder and harder to adapt to it. So for example, as a human, I'm adapted to Terran planets, which is at the very top right here. So ocean worlds and arid desert worlds are fairly adjacent, so it's pretty easy to adapt to those or terraform those. And as you move away to swamp planets, or I don't know what this one is, barren planet. This one, I don't even know what this one is. I kind of forget what this one is. This one I think is toxic planet. This one is infernal. This one is irradiated. I don't know what this one is. I kind of forget. But either way, the further you get away from your primary planet, the harder and harder it is to settle there. So settling on an infernal planet or a irradiated planet will be extremely difficult. Settling on an ocean world probably just takes a little bit of early game research, and I'll be okay to do it. So that's kind of how it works. Right now I can only settle on Terran planets, which is the primary source. So we'll keep an eye out for any that pop up. We may or may not get any. Let's take a look at some information about these planets as well. So these planets have a few features on them. So for example, the small ocean planet has something called Caretaker's Fruit. It appears to be a forest. It's actually a planetary-wide symbiotic organism. The fruit of these trees contains marvelously complex organic chemicals beneficial to all life, and it gives a kind of boost to the planet size. What about this one? This is another feature of the planet. Stealth. Okay, so this planet is stealthy for some reason. It means we can't really get good information about it. We probably need to send a ship closer by to get some more information about what's actually there. This one, Belix here, it says Ancient Guardians here, meaning there's some kind of race on this planet, some kind of other alien race. That means probably they're Ancient Guardians. I don't really know what they are. There's some kind of ash around the planet. This improves industry and makes the robots a little bit better, so it makes it more habitable for robotic species, as well as makes industry a little bit more efficient. Let's see who are Ancient Guardians. I'm not really sure what that is, so if I don't know what something is, I can always look it up here. And I can search for this. Ancient Guardians, what are these? Guardian robots constructed by a precursor civilization aeons ago will self-destruct when conquered, leaving an outpost owned by the conqueror. Okay, so they have some defenses and some shields. They don't produce ships and they don't colonize planets, so they're basically just a native species. There's a lot of these native species around the galaxy that are not an empire, but they're not just like animals either, which I mentioned before. They're specifically some kind of single planet, low-level species that hasn't really traveled into space for whatever reason. So this has something called Ancient Guardians, which are some kind of robotic protectors. And we can maybe take this planet later, but a barren planet is not really useful for us, so maybe we could just ignore them for now. Let's continue. Is there anything else we can do? Nothing much. Everything's still being produced, and I still haven't produced any new ships yet. So we'll keep waiting a bit. Let's wait another turn. Okay, ooh, we reached something here. What is this? A black hole. So let's stay away from that one. We don't need to bother with that. Let's check out some of these other locations. There we go. Send out our ships. What did we find here as well? So a gas giant Goth E. Let's keep sending these scout ships out. Do we have any more scout ships produced yet? No, not yet. One thing we need to keep an eye on with our ships is the fuel level. So right now this scout ship has 8 fuel. Every jump basically from star to star uses fuel. So we have to bring it to refuel eventually. Basically, we have to bring it to any planet that is within our supply lines. So right now, we only have like 2 areas within our supply lines. We have to bring a ship here to actually get some supply. Okay, planetary ecology has been researched. Let's research something else, or put something else in our queue so we can research next. So we have robotic production and algorithmic excellence. We'll get a few other things as well. What might be good? Improves troops. I'm going to get orbital construction to improve supply. I think that'll be quite useful, so we'll get that. That'll help our supply grow a little bit more. Oh, new scout has been produced. Did it? Okay, yeah, we do. Here we go, recon fleet. Let's send this recon fleet out here to go check out this part of the map over here. Okay, arrived at this place. Metropoles can now be adopted. Bureaucracy is now unlocked and can be adopted. Okay, we'll see about that later. We don't really need to do that now. What is bureaucracy? So we can do that. Yeah, maybe later. We don't need... I think centralization is still our ideal at the moment. Yeah, maybe that one could be later. This is more for stability, but I think for now we don't really need it. We don't need it that much. Alright, not much else going on really. Still producing a few things. We have a few scouts still building. What we can do in the meantime... let's say select the right planet. We could start building something else. So we have a few ships building. I would like to build another colony ship, but I really don't know when we're going to get a chance for that. I think what I'm going to do is build a few more military vessels. So I'll build a few corvettes, one more corvette, and then I think a military command afterwards. Just get a few ships ready for in case we meet someone else, which we may do pretty soon. Okay, let's end the turn there. What is in Goth B? What do we discover here? Tiny Tundra. Again, not useful. Looks like we have someone over here. Let's go kind of investigate them. Send the ship over. Do we have another scout fleet done? We do have another scout fleet ready. Let's send this scout fleet down here to go investigate these stars over here. Again, we will have to bring the scouts back home before they get stranded somewhere. Okay, but having 4 scouts I think is pretty good. So we have 2 initial ones we sent out and 2 more that are going out at the moment. Okay, so let's wait a minute. Let's move on from here. I think that's good. Did we research anything? We must have researched something new. I guess not. But let's continue on. Nothing much to really say. Where is this one? Goth A1 has a large ocean. Oh, on this planet, so we have a medium ocean. Okay. So good to keep these ocean planets in mind because they could be useful later. We're definitely not going to use it now. But, you know, in the future it could be possible. Alright, let's end the turn. Okay, let's check out some of these other planets. What do we have here? Ooh, another native species. Huge Baron, Vulp Ulgish, Medium Inferno, Ancient Guardians on the asteroids. Okay. That's fine. What's on Beltrix A? Okay, we went to this one. This is still stealth, so there might be something on this planet that we don't know. Let's keep sending these scout ships around. Okay, there's nothing here. This is the end of a star lane. Let's send you this way. We'll make his way up to this planet, Bintang. And you, what did you find over here? Medium ocean. Let's keep pushing into this territory here, just to see what's going on. No new ships developed yet. I would like to keep an eye out for any Terran planets, which I haven't seen any yet. I don't see any of these systems have anything like a Terran planet. We'll just have to keep exploring. Definitely building scout ships is quite good. It'll help you explore around for sure. Okay, robotic production has been researched. Yeah, researching a lot. Let's throw something else in our queue. Physical brain might be good. This will unlock something for us. Another thing would be active radar to improve our detection a little bit, which also could be quite good. So I don't know. We'll think about it. Imperial production, stockpiling. Okay, so that's pretty good. Let's actually research the physical brain. This will be good for improving our research a little bit later. And research, of course, is really important. Okay, let's end the turn. I think everyone's moving, right? I need to make sure everyone's actually going somewhere. All right, still everyone traveling. Let's wait another turn. Okay, reached a few new places. Nothing in this section. I don't think there's any more star lanes over here, so let's actually go around somewhere else. Let's go investigate some of these other systems. Send that scout down there. You have arrived somewhere with apparently nothing. Okay, you can go up there. Where can you go? Let's keep investigating these planets over here that are apparently part of this empire, whatever this empire is. we found any other planets yet? Looks like no. Not much around here, to be honest. What's here? A medium desert planet and medium toxic. And there's some kind of monster here as well. Dyson Forest. Okay, so we do have to be careful of that. No really habitable planets yet. At least nothing like a Terran world. So nothing we can actually colonize at the moment. Alright, let's end the turn then. We might be able to research something fairly quickly to actually reach to ocean planets or desert planets, because those are quite close in terms of habitability, so it should be fairly easy to actually reach the point where we can inhabit them. Okay, it's pretty good. Not much else to really do right now, just keep producing stuff. Let's wait a turn there. This guy's still traveling out. Yeah, everyone's still traveling right now. Algorithm research has been unlocked and can now be adopted. Let's actually take a look at that. I think we should take another science thing. Algorithmic research. What will this do? Target research on research-focused planets by 10%. And propaganda will do what? Capital influence of the empire that adopts this policy by 4. You know what? I wonder what would be better. Let's take algorithmic research, I think, for now. That'll be okay. So I think our main planet, its focus is science research. You can see here, if I go focus, I can choose whatever focus I want on growth, on defense, on research, on industry. I wonder if it's worth staying with research or with growth. Maybe we'll go with growth for now. We want to get a bigger population because bigger population will help us long term with everything. So we'll do that for now. And maybe what we should do is actually swap out this one. Let's revert that. And we'll go with propaganda broadcast to boost our influence instead, which should be useful for now. Alright, that's pretty good. Not much else to really do right now. Let's end the turn. Okay, we arrived at Bintang. Send these ships outwards a little bit more. Where are you going? Oh, there's some empire here, which is quite big. They have a lot of areas that are claimed or have supply. Let's keep looking through all of these anyways. So what do they have around here? Let's take a look at these planets. Okay, let's investigate these ones. Inferno Homeworld, Large Inferno, Abadoni. So this is an actual empire. We can kind of explore around, though. It's not a big deal. Let's take a look at what's around here, though. Radiated Inferno, a lot of shitty planets. These guys who are living on an Inferno planet are lucky, because there's a lot of Inferno planets around here. I haven't seen a single decent Terran planet, to be honest. Like, really nothing around here, which sucks. Oh, here's another empire over here. Blue, whatever blue is. Blue is who? The Righteous, okay. But let's continue on anyways. What's my production right now? Still producing some stuff. I'm not wasting any production, but I'm going to also start producing more ships. So let's make another colony ship. And also another scout. We're going to have to send our scouts back home pretty soon too, because I think they may be close to running out of fuel. Which fuel do these guys have? 6. This guy's 4, so we should send this guy back. He may not be able to make it back, to be honest. Yeah, he's going to run out of fuel by the time he gets to Goth E, Goth Y. Okay, we should actually send you guys all back home to go refuel. How much fuel do you have? 7? Okay, he has more than enough. What about you? You have 8. Okay, these guys can keep exploring down there. So yeah, you can't send them out forever. I'm going to get one of my scout ships stuck in space because he's going to run out of fuel before he can make it back home. The rest of them, I think, can go back. But unlucky, really found nothing in terms of habitable planets, which is too bad. I guess the only good things are some of these ocean planets I've discovered. There's a few ocean planets around here. But beyond those, not much. So I do need to research. If I could research something that could let me habit ocean planets, then that would be quite good, which I don't have anything like that yet. Okay, and if you're not sure what something is, it will give you a little bit of information. Increases target population of good, adequate, and poor planets. Okay. Alright, so we can learn a little bit more about that. I think I'm going to pick that one up next. That'll be good for increasing our habitability on planets, which will be pretty good. And we may be able to actually colonize one of these now. I wonder if, can I just colonize one of these not suboptimal planets right now? Let's see if I can find one of these, like this little ocean planet with the caretaker fruit and the volcanic ash. Maybe that would be actually not bad. It's small, but it does have those fruit, which will actually help it out a little bit. So let's send out a colony fleet out to this planet here. There we go. And that'll be pretty good. We have a few battle fleets building up right now. We'll kind of put those together a little bit later. Okay, so we'll maybe try this small ocean planet, see if I can colonize it right now. I may or may not be able to, I don't know, to be honest. But let's end the turn. I think that's everybody moving, right? A few new locations. What's this? Medium Inferno, Large Ocean. That's not too bad. A lot of ocean planets around here. Again, not really ideal, to be honest. Let's actually go check those out. That'll be good. Yeah, send that one over there to check it out. What about you? What is around here? Some asteroids and then this area as well. Let's go further out into space to check that out. Okay, a few battle fleets. I'll wait for my scout ship to be finished. My research is going to take some time because I removed my research focus, but focusing a bit on growth I think might be good for the time being. Okay, let's end the turn. Not much else to really do right now. Okay, we got here. Now, can I colonize this planet? I don't know, to be honest. Okay, so let's continue on here. Not much else really going on. Everyone's kind of moving around and exploring still. Okay, there we go. He arrived over here. A lot of irradiated planets and another empire over there, looks like. Let's keep you going. Oh, we met another ship as well. Let's keep investigating this one. So he has how much fuel left? 4 fuel. Let's see if we can... We might have to go back, to be honest, to make it back in time. Yeah, so let's go back to the main kind of empire here. Refuel. And you, how much fuel do you have? You have 7 fuel, so you have a lot. Let's go check out some of these other locations here. So I think my issue with this planet is it's actually still obscured. So it does have this feature on it, volcanic ash, which means sometimes it will be covered with this and make it too obscured for me to actually detect it properly. So Latestone Cell 45, my detection strength is only 10. I think that's why I can't actually colonize it right now. So I'm going to send my colony ship out to one of these other locations. There's a few other water planets around here. Here's a medium ocean planet, which should be possible for us to colonize. There's also a desert planet somewhere down here I saw. I don't remember where it was. Right here. So it is near this monster, which we might have to deal with later. Dealing with these monsters initially might be a good idea. So a power of, let's see, damage of 72, health of 136. What is our ability of our ships? I don't know if I want to fight it yet, because we basically just have whatever the basic starting ships are. We do have fairly strong ships, and we might have enough to actually go kill it. I don't know, to be honest. We can maybe make a quick new fleet. There, we can combine these ships together. So we have our 1 human frigate and our 2 corvettes that I've made recently. The Titmouse and the Alnair, as well as the Sadal Sud. So we can send out this fleet. That might be enough to actually defeat this monster. So maybe we'll do that. They only have 4 jump capacity though, and this jump is going to be way farther than that. So it's going to be at least like 5 or 6 jumps. So I don't know if we can really manage that at the moment. The only ships that can go far enough to reach there are our scout ships, and even our scout ships are having a difficult time getting beyond the range of our kind of empire here. We've kind of reached the maximum of our ability to explore right now in terms of getting out of this imperial area. All right, let's continue on here. Let's take a look at what else is going on. What am I making? Military command should be done soon. Another colony ship and another scout will be done soon. I think I'm actually going to cancel this scout. I think instead of another scout, I'm going to wait a little bit. I'll maybe make one more corvette or cruiser. Let's make a few more corvettes. I think that'll be better instead. We'll replace this one. The colony ship will take a long time to make. We'll make another corvette. Maybe we can even do that right after making the military command. So we at least have another ship available. Work on the colony ship, and then we won't make this one. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff going on right now. Once the military command is ready, we should also be able to get another policy card. We do have quite a bit of influence available, so that'll be quite good. We are getting a little bit of population growth, not like that much though. I wonder if we should actually switch our focus back to research instead, because the extra research might be a little bit more helpful. But let's end the turn here. Okay, let's see here. What else do we have available? Nothing much going on. Let's turn off the situation report. Colony ship is making its way out there. We have 3 jumps available, so we should be able to just make it to Goth Alpha here. And Balix Alpha, we should maybe get that one later. I don't know how long it'll take. We do have a small ocean here. Balix Gamma, I believe. I think this is Gamma, right? Alpha, Beta, Gamma. I don't know if they have any other letters for these planets. I think it's only those 3 they'll have. Looks like another scout ship around here, pretty similar to ours. I see whoever this yellow empire is has some really great scout ships. Huge detection range, and a little bit of stealth as well, though I think my ships do have some stealth. Less stealth than these ones, though, so these are actually quite good ships. I don't know how they did that. Maybe they've been researching that while I've been doing other stuff, because I've been researching mostly economic things for the time being, focused on construction and growth. So that's been my main focus so far. Maybe they're focusing on ships. You know what? Maybe what I will do is I'm going to change my production queue a little bit. Let's remove this from the queue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to research something more for military, specifically this one, active radar, which will improve our detection and as well as improve our scouting ability. So this gives us a few things. Let's take a look at this. What does this give us exactly? So it gives us better scanners, something called the Interstellar Lighthouse, which is what? Okay, so for even stealthy objects, so it can detect stealthy objects, and also the scanning facility and electromagnetic dampening, which is a stealth technology, I believe. Okay, so a lot of different technologies will be good. Mainly the detection range, I think, will be quite nice. That will be quite useful for us. Okay, so let's wait here. Things are kind of moving around. What's this ship doing? 6. How long will it take to get back home? It takes about 6 jumps to get back home, so we're going to send him all the way back home. He's explored a fair bit. Like I said, I don't know if we can really explore much beyond where we've done already. We'll send our scout fleets back out again once they've kind of arrived. Like this one is Recon Fleet 4.1. Let's send him back home as well. This is still under stealth. We don't have enough detection here to actually detect it. Okay, let's end the turn. Not much else to really do here. Okay, here's another ship, and this one I think is out of fuel. Can this one even make it back? It cannot. So we have to improve our supply if we want to actually get it out there. In the meantime, I'm going to send some of these ships out again. We'll send them to some other places where I've not really explored that much, like this system. At least within range of everything else around here. We'll also have to bring some supply to this ship as well to save it a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think keeping my focus on research is a pretty good idea. That'll be quite nice. I'm not really producing much important right now. I don't really need to be pumping out ships. I really need more research. That's probably the most important thing I need right now. Okay, let's wait a little bit. One more turn. Okay, a few of these ships moving out of the way. Colony ship should be there in one more turn, I think. Otherwise, not much else really around here. Orbital construction has been researched. Okay, great. Just to get an idea about all these different factions here, but we don't really need to keep this up. I'm not planning to do any diplomacy. We could try to talk to some of these people. I'm not sure who would be worth talking to. It seems like only the purple player we've sort of discovered. They are quite close to me though, which makes me a little bit uncomfortable. At least yellow and blue or teal here are a bit far away. What I might do is actually talk with teal a little bit. Let's see if I can send a message to teal. Unable to comply. Okay. So whatever, it doesn't, they won't do anything with me. I don't know if they'll, I know this version, apparently the 5.1 version has diplomacy, but I don't know how useful it is really. Okay, research for orbital construction, active radar is being researched. Let's see what else we can research, we can put in our production line. Fusion general, microgravity, generic supplies. Okay, getting better supplies would also be quite nice. Self-defense might also be pretty good as well. It's hard to really say what we should go for, to be honest. Physical brain, still working on it. I think let's go for generic supplies. What do we need for that? We need asymphonic materials. So you know what, let's do that one first. Oh, sorry, I don't want to mean to pause it. We'll remove that from the queue. And this one will be good for that. Okay, these two ships are being produced. While these are being worked on, let's put something else here. I think I'm going to throw down another military ship. We'll throw down a cruiser for now. I don't really want to make too many ships at the moment because basically our ship technology is not great. We haven't researched any new ship technology. I'm not really going to do much with the ship's designs yet because like we don't really have anything to make like any new designs. Just have the most basic stuff. So not really any point to that right now. I'm not going to min-max the beginning stuff. We'll wait till we research a few more things. I want to get kind of basic economy research first, and then I will see if I can get some better ship tech. That'll be pretty good as well. Let's end the turn. Okay, finally we're here at this system. Let's colonize this ocean planet. So ocean planet is close enough to our habitability that it's okay. I would really like this planet because this one has some nice resources here, but at least this is a pretty medium ocean world, which is not bad. Actually, there's a few ocean planets around here. There's that one I saw. There's a little one right here. There's a few others I saw here. Barren planets over there. We can go check out these unknown systems a little bit later. And near this monster, if we can go deal with it, there's a desert planet, which is also fairly close to our habitability. At least close enough that we could probably make use of it. There's a medium desert in this area as well. It's a little bit close. We do have some nice things here. For example, some asteroids with some resources there. For planets like gas giants and asteroids, you can't actually colonize them, but you can build outposts on them. So it might be worth to do that. We do have a little bit of supply growing into these areas. I don't see any other locations worth putting an outpost on. We'll have to see. Maybe, like I said, maybe this gas giant might be worth putting a outpost on. So we can maybe think about building an outpost ship next. Let's go to our home planet. We can make a outpost ship. Shouldn't take too long. We'll put that before the cruiser. Actually, that'll take a long time, so maybe put it last. We don't really need it that badly, to be honest. It'd already take a long time to build this colony ship. Okay, so that's pretty good. I really would love for this fleet to be able to travel out. They only have 4 traveling speeds, so it's not great. We'll combine this fleet as well, so this is a fairly large fleet. We also have our scout ship. We have another scout ship here, so we're going to send it out. It's fully fueled. We're going to go check out these territories out here. Check out these unknown systems in this area. We'll try to at least fully explore our kind of home systems. Okay, this one should get supplied soon. It's in a system at least where we can supply it. It has barely any fuel, but we'll send it back to our home system, and that should be able to fuel it up. And then we can get it out of there. This one is colonizing that planet. And yeah, I would like to go kill those monsters with my fleet, but it's a little bit too far. We need better, to be honest, we need better ways to travel out there. Now, we might be able to do it now, because we do have fuel supplies. So maybe we can actually make it out there with this fleet. So let's move the battle fleet out here. We're going to attack this monster over here. Maybe be able to kill it. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay. let's end the turn. Not much else to really do right now. Actually, you know what? I've built the military base, so we do have a spot for a military program thing. Let's see, what do we have here? So what kind of military things we have? It improves detecting and hinders stealth. Detection range by 10, detection strength by 1 per turn. Adapted up to 10, decreases ship stealth by 10. What is this one? Increases speed of ships with no weapons, fighters, shields, and armor pods. Okay. Flanking boosts military damage. Okay, so we flank, that would be pretty good. Increases cost of ground ship troop parts. Okay, alright, and what's the last one? Allied repair, not really useful for us. I think out of these, flanking might be good if we're planning to fight. Continuous scanning might be good if we're not. So I think I'm going to take continuous scanning for now, because I don't really know how things are going to develop. We might drop off propaganda broadcasts too. What else do we have? We have Liberty. Okay, there we go. Let's throw in Liberty right here. And then I think that'll be an interesting choice instead. So we'll keep these ones. Now they're a little bit expensive. We instantly went negative with our influence, trying to sustain all those. But we might be able to bring it back up later if we can change things. So we're using a lot of influence at the moment. Let's end the turn. Is this our scout ship? Yeah, fully fueled. So let's send it out somewhere else. Let's go out to maybe this system over here. And has this planet been colonized? It has, which is great. Population Goth is very unhappy. Oof. So they're not very happy. Let's focus on growth here, I think. We don't have the option, really. Well, we'll go for, I guess, science here. Not that we really have much, if anything, to be honest. We could go for influence to kind of boost the influence here, because right now it's a negative. So pretty miserable there. We can see if we can build something here, though. On this planet. I don't think we have much available. Planet's independence decree. Ooh, okay, so we don't want to do this. This is giving independence to a planet, so I guess it turns it into an independent little area. A basic shipyard. I guess this improves ship design. What is this? Alright, you know what? Let's do that. That'll be good. It's never going to get done. We could go for industry focus, so maybe that'll get done eventually. I don't know when. Okay, let's exit out of there. What else? We still can't detect this planet, which is too bad. We have another small ocean. When my second colony ship is done, we'll find a good location. I still think this medium desert might be a better location to colonize. I don't really see any other locations that are that amazing. Where are you going? Okay, he's traveling out there. What other planets are around here? Not much, right? There's a medium desert here, a gas giant. Okay, so nothing much in this area, to be honest. I would like to investigate this area. Radiated planets, large ocean. So this could be interesting, getting this large ocean planet. So maybe we can send a colony ship over here as well, but it's a little bit far away from our main kind of imperial holding. It's kind of pretty awkward down these like really long, distant star lanes. But we could go check those out. It's going to be pretty far, though, to go out there. Let's go check out this location in the meantime, I think. You know what? I'm going to send the ship back here. We'll send it into this purple empire to explore a little bit. Now, what are some other ships around here? Looks like everybody's traveling. There's this one. What are you doing? Unexplored. Oh, he's traveling up north there. That's fine. Okay, so I think everybody's moving. That's great. Let's end the turn. Okay, what about you? Where are you going? Recon fleet holding. Okay, so let's get this one to go somewhere else. Where can you go to explore? You know what? I'm going to get you to go down here. And you can go somewhere. Where can you go? Going to explore these southern areas. There's nothing much over there. Let's go check out this location. This one has a lot of living aliens here, which we could maybe annex if possible. I don't know. Maybe later we could. This is not annexable at the moment. We probably need a fleet over the planet to be able to take it, which we might be able to do. So we might be able to take this one. This is a large barren planet with ancient guardians. So you might be able to take it, but we can't really colonize it. The problem with ancient guardians is they will instantly die as soon as we take over the planet, so we won't be able to keep them as like an alien population. You could see population of these aliens is quite big, but I don't think we'll be able to do anything with them. Because when I read the Pedia entry for them, it seems like... Okay. It seems like they will just all die if we take over the planet. So we are going to have a battle with these monsters soon, I think. If we can kill them, that would be pretty good. Let's end the turn. We do need to start focusing on building some industries, so I might switch away from science for the time being for focus and switch towards building industries. So what are we focusing on now? We have active radar, asymptotic materials. We got most of our basic research done. There's a few other things I would like to get, like symbiotic biology would be quite good. This will improve our habitability, so actually let's pick that up. And also focusing on industry would be good. So either microgravity industry or fusion generation or industrial centers would all be pretty good. I think I may go for one of these. Let's go for fusion generation afterwards, because that will be pretty quick to research. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back to our map here. Get a good view of the map here. We've covered a fairly decent area. So far, no conflicts yet. There's only a few areas where I can imagine a conflict coming from. So far, no one's been too aggressive yet. And I do need to start focusing on building a fleet pretty soon, I think. I have just a very small one. Not much defense there. Especially this planet, Goth A, is not that great. And you can see rebel troops. We have some instability. It is pretty unstable. What's causing instability? Not connected to the Empire. Ooh, that's a problem. Yeah. It's out of our supply range, which is pretty bad. That's kind of bad. So they may actually, like, leave us, right? I should also change the policy on centralization, so maybe I'll do that right now. Because they're pissed about this. So I think what we'll do is we'll remove that. Let's change to something else. Economic policy slots. And increases target infrastructure on puppy plants by 5. Let's actually go with that. That might be pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Metropoles, what is this? I think I'm going to go with this, though. That's expensive, though. Boy. Boost output of up to 6 planets. Bureaucracy. Place stability by 5. Plan focus, reducing planets' influence by 3. Colonial bootstrap increases growth rate of industry research influence on colonies with less than 10 population. That could be also pretty good, having some colonial support, so maybe we'll go with that. That could be a good idea. So I'm going to do with that. We'll get a little bit of support for our colonies. That should hopefully help them up, reduce the instability a little bit. They do have a big negative to instability because of not being connected to the Empire, but that should improve over time with those policy changes. And eventually our supply lines will connect them up to the Empire, which will be pretty good. But we'll wait for a turn anyways. Plants with specials, okay. A few things. Oh, there was combat. Uh-oh. Dyson Forest was damaged. So basically this monster killed everything. On Goth A1, there was a ground battle. Uh-oh. So we got attacked in Goth A1, apparently, by the rebel troops, I guess. Which is not great, but the stability is improving, which is good. There are more rebel troops on this planet than there are just, like, normal civilians, to be honest. Okay, yeah, fleet battle. Damn, dude, that sucks. So this battle destroyed everything. Damn, dude. Terrible, terrible. So we lost our whole fleet against that monster. I thought that monster would be easier to take down. It only has 72 strength, but I guess that was too much. It is quite strong. 460 health here. Yeah, oof. Tough to deal with. It has some fighters as well, so it is pretty strong. So that was maybe a bad idea. So we basically lost our whole fleet in that battle, which is pretty nasty. That's pretty terrible, to be honest. Finally, our empire is connected up. We have supply lines going everywhere. So all this green color just shows where our supplies are, which is apparently like everywhere on the map. or our supply line. So as long as we're within our supply lines, we should be okay, but I got to start working on building some new ships. The good thing is we can send our scout ships much farther out. Let's send you further in this direction to go investigate this blue empire here. Now there is this guy who's a little bit hostile, I think. But I would like to go see what these guys are doing. Where are my other scout ships? I should probably build a few more. Here's another one here. Let's send you out somewhere else to investigate this purple player. And you are already going somewhere else. Okay, pretty good. We'll see if we can build more scout ships later. Probably we need to start focusing on building a military, though. I think that's going to be a problem pretty soon. Another colony ship. Maybe I'll cancel this outpost ship. And shipyard, yeah. We'll start focusing more on building a few more small ships. You know what? Since my old ships were destroyed, we might see about maybe designing a new ship. Is it worth it for that? So let's take the custom ship hull. What kind of weapons should we do? Let's do some armor plating. And what about some weapons? Ooh, actually we can only do one thing, so we can only have armor plating or some weapons. So a mass driver or a flak cannon. Doesn't target ships or planets, but it is good for destroying fighters. Pretty limited for these corvettes. We could do the medium hull. What does the medium hull have? Let's clear all parts. Let's try medium hull instead. So this one has 2 mounting points and an internal slot. So okay, so we could do a mass driver on this, as well as a flak cannon to deal with the fighters. We can also add troops to it. Ground troop pod, optical scanner, and extra fuel tank. What is this one? Outpost module and colony pod. We don't need those. We could go for an extra fuel tank for this one. Give it a little bit more range. And beyond that, maybe have to go with either an optical scanner might be good or just more weapons. We'll make a fairly decent armored vehicle. Attack ships and planets. You know what? Yeah, let's do 2 mass drivers. That should be okay. We'll just give this a very boring name. I don't have much idea for it. But we'll do this one. That's okay. Add finished design. Okay, there we go. So let's get out of here. We can maybe build a few of those. So I don't know if that's any better than what we have already. What is our current frigate, our mid-size ship? Frigate medium, what does it have? It has armor plating and a mass driver and scanner, extra fuel tank. So basically the same, except I put 2 mass drivers instead of 1. This one has a mass driver and armor. This one is 2 mass drivers, so a little bit better weaponry. Again, is that really worth it? I don't know. I mean, I wonder if I should even get rid of this one. This might be a worthless idea, to be honest. You know what, I'm going to make that one obsolete. I don't really like it, to be honest. I think the basic one they give you is fine. Until it can unlock more stuff, I don't really see the point of wasting a lot of time designing new ships. So we can just set a few new ships to be produced. We will make a few frigates, I think. At least 1 frigate and maybe 2 frigates and some small corvettes. It's going to take a long time. I think what we can do in the meantime is switch our focus from science to production. Now this is going to cut our science down a lot though, which is a little bit bad. I would like to research more, but we are getting some decent research in, and most of these things are not too difficult to research. So I think it'll be fine. Let's end the turn. Okay, let's see. Xenophobic species. On Goth A1, there was a ground battle. Okay, the rebels on Goth A1 are fighting a lot, but it looks like they're losing. Stability is going up. I think Goth A1 will be totally fine. Should be able to start improving itself and become a little bit more stable as time goes on. Where's everyone going? Everyone's kind of exploring around here. Okay, not much else to really do. I lost my whole military fleet, so if someone attacks me right now, I'm kind of just boned. Need to wait till I can build some more ships, basically. Active radars research. Active radar been unlocked. Scanning facility unlocked. On Goth A1, there's a ground battle again. So these rebel troops are almost all gone. Okay, Hades Beta. Where's that? Okay, here's an ocean planet orbiting a black hole. Okay, that's interesting. So small ocean planet. A lot of ocean planets around here, to be honest. This one has 6 jump range. That's okay. Let's actually send you to investigate this area a little bit more. Get him to go through these planets, check them out. What do we have here? A small inferno and a huge gas giant with a resonant moon. Okay. Interesting. I would like to try to put an outpost on this gas giant here. That would be quite nice. Radiant planets are basically useless for me. The habitability is so low. I really wish we could find a Terran planet, but these ocean planets are like okay. They're not too bad. They're at least decent. Ocean planets and desert planets. Oh, there's another planet here that seemed to be coming out of nowhere. Where did this one come from? Native fortifications. Okay, this must be from the Dyson Forest. Okay, interesting. I don't know where that came from. This planet was definitely not there before. Alright, okay, let's continue on then. Now, this has some kind of alien on this planet, the Ulk Volbish. We might be able to take them over if we send some troop ships over there. So maybe we can work on that a little bit later. I'm going to focus on industry for a little while. Maybe we can even build some additional industry later. What buildings do we have? Automated History Analyzer. Okay, only with cultural archives. Don't have that right now. A scanning facility. Increases the range and detection of this planet by 50. Okay, that might make that one ocean planet a little bit easier to actually detect, because this ocean planet, we still can't detect it right now. Last seen on turn 14. If we build that, that might be good, but we're still building a lot of stuff, so I think we'll wait till later. Okay, still getting some information about Colony. What happened here? There's a ground battle. Astral Commune has arrived. Astral Commune ship has arrived. Let's see. What is this? Another fleet from one of these other guys. From this purple guy, okay. How many jumps do I have? 6? Might have to get back to our territory too. Maybe we'll go check out this territory here. And then we might have to make our way back pretty soon. Where else is someone traveling? Where else is my other ships? Okay, this guy is still traveling out there somewhere. I thought I had another one around here. I had at least 4 ships, right? This one is still traveling here. This one traveling here. Maybe one of them got destroyed and I just didn't notice. I don't see it anywhere. At Highgate? Where's this one? Okay, here's the one I was looking for. The other ship. I knew I had at least 4. Okay, we can keep investigating these little areas. That's not too bad. Let's end the turn. Not much else to really do here. Okay, hopefully this production can go. We got our other colony ship. We'll try to make a colony a little bit closer than anywhere else. Once we get some of these ships out, that might be okay. What's my research? My research must be pretty slow right now. Really, we do need the focus to be able to make something, to be honest. To be able to research something efficiently. Okay. Hardin A has arrived, and Slintz Y has arrived. What is over here? This is their planet. So they colonized one of them, and they annexed another one. So we can annex planets with other aliens, which I think we really should do. Though again, some alien races are probably better to annex than others. So like I said, the planet Ancient Guardians, if I look for those guys, I think these guys are not a great annex colonial choice. Will the self-destruct one conquered, leaving an outpost owned by the conqueror behind? So again, not really a great choice, because they will all just die as soon as we take it over. So we can't make them part of our empire. Cannot fit any kind of environment. Yeah. And also, this planet is also not great, so it's not really useful for us. So getting a dead, barren planet that we can't really use is not amazing. But there is another planet, this one over here. It's also barren, but at least we'll get some aliens out of it. So that might be worth to conquer. So maybe we'll go for Bintang. It does have moderate tech natives, which could be useful. Okay, it will be a little bit harder to attack, but we can see. And maybe getting these asteroids with silmonine crystals might also be a good option for conquering as well. Okay, that's fine. Let's end the turn then. We do need our fleet though, to be able to actually do anything. Okay, this one has arrived. What do you discover here? Asteroids, and let's get you to go investigate this area. Or maybe actually he's almost out of fuel, so he might have to make his way back. He might not be able to make it. It's a little bit far. Many, many jumps to actually get anywhere. You have 6 fuel. You can go investigate this area. And where's the other guy? This guy's still traveling. This guy's still traveling. Okay, that's good. I have about 4 scouts kind of patrolling around. Alright, let's end the turn here. Okay, we have our new colony ship. So let's see a good choice for colony. This one, Small Ocean in Balix Gamma. Might be a good idea. There's also some others I saw. We don't want it to be too far away. Like this desert planet would be pretty good as an option. I thought there were a few other options around here. I'm trying to look where else I saw some nice planet options. We could look for the bodies menu, and we can search it by the type of planet. So what other kind of planets I see? Desert planet, gas giant, gas giant, gas giant. Ocean planets are really our best idea. So let's see. Out of all the ones we found, it's probably the best ones we have. So these are all the ocean planets we've discovered. You know what? Is this one able to see it yet? It's not. So we're still a little bit below our detection strength to be able to actually discover it. Maybe if we go over there, we would be able to see it. I don't really know, to be honest. We need... this one has 20 detection strength. So maybe if we send this over here, we'll be able to take this Balix Alpha, which actually would be a good choice because it's stealthy naturally and it does have this Caretaker's Fruit, which is a good special feature of that planet. Okay, let's end the turn then. Let's keep the ships moving. So far we've not come under attack yet, which is nice. We'll keep investing in this area. How many jumps does this guy have? This guy has 6 jumps left, so still quite a lot. You can keep investigating these other areas around here. Where's everyone else going? You have been to this area. We probably need to send him back to refuel. And this guy might be able to just make it before he gets trapped somewhere. What about you? Where are you going? You could send him out here to investigate. Okay, pretty good. Let's end the turn. Okay, our colony ship is here. Can we actually colonize this planet? We can't do it yet. Damn. I thought this would be cumulative if we have 40 detection strength, which we don't have enough of. Oh well, so we can't colonize that planet yet. That would be a nice planet to colonize, even though it is small. I mean, this one's also small, so it's not, like, great to colonize. It would like a bigger planet. There's just none that are really around here. What other planets do we have? There's a large ocean here at Iraq. So maybe this would be a good option. The problem is it's outside of our supply lines, but that might be a possibility. It's just one planet away, so maybe that would be a good option. It's just a little bit farther than I would like, but having a large ocean and some asteroids would actually be pretty good, because the asteroids will be able to send an outpost there pretty quickly. Let's see what Goth Alpha is doing. So they're developing a very little bit, working on industry at the moment. I'm going to get these guys to actually, I guess we have to focus on one thing. We basically have to focus on one thing only, because with a new planet with a small population, we really can't do much about it. Just try to focus on one thing that we can. Okay, let's end the turn then. What about you? You've arrived to here. 5 jumps left. I think we may have to actually go back, to be honest, because we may be out of fuel. Yeah, so we're going to go back and check that out. Okay, let's end the turn. Okay, our scout ship here on this small barren planet. We do want to keep these yellow guys, this empire here, kind of out of our hair a little bit because we want to colonize Yarok if possible. Let's maybe send this ship up here to go investigate their territory a little bit more. And whenever this guy gets back, we can send him out again to go back and investigate these systems way in the far north here that we've not really seen much of yet. Okay, let's end the turn again. Okay, we have a new ship built, our cruiser, which will be a good option for fighting a little bit if we need to, which I'm not going to use it. I'm also going to use it for self-defense in the meantime, until we can build up enough of a fleet that we can actually go fight somebody. My goal, like I said, is to drop some troops on Bintang, on this planet in Bintang, and take it over. So we will start building some large troop ships fairly soon at Balix Beta. Let's start working on some large troop ships. Troop drops, yep. Oh no, sorry, not there. But the troop ship. We'll build 2 large troop ships. I think that will be enough. Maybe, I don't know. We can build a small troop ship as well to complement these. So 2 large troop ships and a small one. That might be enough of an invasion force. Plus the other ships I'm building to take over Bintang 1 from these guys. It says they are fairly advanced. They're not like interstellar yet, but they have decent tech level. So they might be a little bit of an issue if that happens. Let's end the turn. Okay, everyone's still traveling around. Let's wait again. Not much else to really do. Okay, these situation reports, we don't really need to hear about these. Okay, so we have a few things. Oh, we have combat. Uh-oh. We lost 1 ship. Let's see where this is. Where is that? In integration with the Yellow Empire at Ankal. Ooh, okay, so our scout ship was shot in this system, which is owned by whatever this empire is. So too bad. So yellow might end up being a problem if they're being very aggressive. Let's set up our colony here. Colonize here. So yeah, this is possible to colonize. This infernal planet, definitely not. But Yarok here, we can set up a colony on, human colony. And we'll try to work on these other ones as we go along. Definitely getting an outpost on Goth Gamma might be a good idea, because it's kind of a nice middle ground between the Balix tripart system and the Goth tripart system. So that would be a good middle ground to put an outpost. Again, we're trying to keep the core of the Empire fairly secure, especially securing this one as well. Maybe in this area, these irradiated planets are pretty miserable. They're basically useless for us. Really, really terrible. So it is a long trek from there to over here, which is not great. Definitely picking up Bintang might be a good way. We can kind of bridge that gap a little bit, because it is a large planet with a big population. If we can take it over, then that might be actually quite useful for us. Okay, let's, damn, so yeah, our scout was destroyed. Too bad. Alright, what do we have here? Yarok has been colonized with humans. Basic shipyard is produced. A new frigate, and a scout has arrived at Kentaris. Okay. Okay, fully fueled up. Let's send this guy out again. Where can he go this time? I don't know. Ooh, definitely not going to be able to make it out there. So there's a big fleet here, which is going to be a problem to fight. So we shouldn't go through there. They're probably going to attack us. So let's actually send this guy out somewhere else. Maybe if we get a scout ship, because it has 70 detection, we might be able to discover this planet and actually colonize this small ocean planet. So I'll send a scout ship back there. It might be enough to do something with it. Okay, let's unite this battle fleet. We'll make one united fleet here. Our defensive fleet. I'm actually going to move this fleet north a little bit, because we're probably going to come into contact with enemies up here. So I'm going to move it kind of closer to Goth A. Just a few ships to Goth Alpha, and then that should be pretty good to defend us. So we're building a little bit of empire now. We have 3 colonized planets. This one is quite a big planet, decent size as well. And we'll keep focus on, I guess science would be okay. What can we build here though? Let's see if we can build anything here. Scanning facility, basic shipyard. Definitely building a basic shipyard here would be pretty good. Let's just put the focus on industry for now. Okay, a lot of things building, another frigate, some corvettes, and some troop ships. And once all of this is built, that should be pretty good to focus on. What else do we have here? We have orbital dry dock. Let's actually build that here. And I'm going to build that... we'll build that at the end. That'll be good. No, sorry, not at Yark. Sorry, I moved from Q. In Balix, we should build that one. Actually, we don't have that, but we could build a scanning facility, which might be pretty good. So we'll build that later. Okay, let's continue. How's our research going? Pretty slow research, because we moved our focus away from research towards industry to build up a bit of a military. So now our research is taking a big hit. Protection strength up to 30. New frigate has been designed, okay. We'll make a second fleet a little bit later and maybe go unite them with the first fleet. Just spread them out a little bit so we can have a little bit of control. I don't like these yellow ships coming here, so what we might do is move this fleet over here to go attack it pretty soon, just to defend Yark, which is probably our most vulnerable planet at the moment. So we'll send this fleet over here to deal with these yellow ships. Maybe get these guys as well to come over here soon. Once they can rendezvous at Yark, then we can make our way to Bintang later and invade Bintang, which will be pretty good. Let's keep our scouts kind of going around. Let's go check out some of these areas. Where are the scouts around here? Make sure they're all doing some job. I think everybody's moving around. Okay, a lot of things moving around. This fleet's going to come in and we're going to blow this scout out of the air, hopefully, if we can. Defend Yark a little bit. And then maybe we can go attack some of these fleets over here. If we can deal with these fleets. 114 versus, how big is this one? 14 and 72. Okay. They have quite powerful ships. Maybe they've been researching a lot of military technology. I've really researched no military technology, so we probably should do that soon because we are going to probably need that a lot. What we might do is let's get a few more weapons. Mass drivers later, as well as fighters and launch bays, which could be pretty good. Bombardment, Zortrium armor plating, improved engine couplings. We'll get a few of these cheap little things here. These could be pretty good to improve our ships a little bit, our engines, our armor, and our weapons. We'll get this one as well as the arc disruptors or laser weapons. Now, what's the difference here? A more powerful ship's weapon than the mass driver, unlocked by aggression. Okay, all right. Maybe that would be better than mass driver 2. I don't really know. What's the difference between these? So 24 damage. How much damage does this do? And arc disruptors. What is this one? I think we'll go with the Mass Driver 2 for sure, and maybe one more of these ones. Maybe we'll take the arc disruptors or laser weapons. Let's take laser weapons as a secondary thing to research. Okay, so a few military technologies after we get symbiotic biology, which will help our growth quite a lot, I think. Okay, human corvette. Let's send you out here as well. Now, can we find this one 40 to 45? Damn, we still can't detect it, even though the detection on this ship is quite good. For some reason, we can't see it yet, which is unfortunate. Let's send out this scout ship here. Maybe you can wait there for a turn, see if we get any better detection, I guess. What is everyone else doing? Ooh, what is going on here? Some kind of monster flying around space. Inksu, small krill storm, so space krill, which is a little bit dangerous. We've got to be careful of that. So we'll have to bring the fleet in there later to go deal with it, maybe. And this monster is still hanging around out here as well. Okay, this fleet has arrived. We can maybe go bully these guys a little bit. I would like to go attack their scouts. We'll send this fleet to Yark to convene together, and then we can go attack the yellow player a little bit, blow up some of their ships. Hardened B, there was a battle with integration, which I think we won. Let's see. Yeah, we beat them. So that was one of their scouts, I think, flying around there. So we're able to kill them. At Al B, next turn, enemy ships arrive. So let's get our scout out of here. We'll get him to go check out some other areas. Very pretty good, I think. It's on the turn. Okay, another Corvette. Let's send you out to Yark to meet up with everyone else. What are we building right now? Our industry is actually becoming quite good. We have 2 troop ships being built, another small troop ship, and this should be enough to invade Bintang, I think. We could go for another large troop ship, maybe. I don't know. And then I think I'm going to go for an outpost ship. Was I building that? I think I was, and I canceled it before. So let's actually do that up here before we build more troop ships. Yeah, these are all frigates. I don't think I sent off a troop ship by accident. I think I was building an outpost ship, and I just moved it somewhere else. Or I canceled it, I should say. Okay, let's get the scout to go somewhere. Where can you go scout around? Do want to see what these other guys are doing a little bit. And what's our research? We finally got the symbiotic biology, which is great. We have a lot of the weapon technology being developed, and then we'll go back to research a few other things. A few other things that might be useful too. What is this? Architectural psychology. Force energy structures, concentration camps, moderation, and racial purity. Oof. That could be pretty interesting. Microfilaments, interstellar logistics. Actually, this would be pretty good. Supply of planets by 3. Okay, alright. Planetary bunker complex. You know what, we do have self-defense. Planetary defense networks. Maybe we can get this to get a little bit more defense in case we get attacked by someone. And then also go for a subterranean habitation. Focusing on population growth is quite good. These planets are growing very, very slowly at the moment. So it's going to take a long time for anything to get done, basically. Okay, where are all my ships? I don't see any around here. There's one scouting this area, but apparently nothing really discovered. Let's go check out this one. And where are you going? Let's go you to check out this area. Okay, let's end the turn. Ooh, a fleet has come. 800. Uh-oh. That's pretty bad. Damn, these ships are pretty big and scary. We have a battle fleet coming. 272. We can combine those to 288. We have another 72 coming, and we have another ship coming, which might end up running into this fleet, which is pretty bad. I don't know if we can deal with this without getting in a fight, to be honest, which could be a problem. This yellow fleet is way bigger than ours. What is this? A troop fleet? Okay. I'm going to send these troop fleets to Bintang area. Actually, you know what? Let's save them. We'll wait till they're all ready and then we'll send them out all together. Uh-oh, we're going to encounter this fleet. I think this ship, whatever the ship is going to get killed, to be honest. Now, we could go meet them. We have 288, 360 versus 432. But that is 2 fleets, each with a very powerful Hercules Mark I ship, which are way better than my ships, to be honest. Like, I've not been researching military technology much at all, so their ships are way better. Military robotic control ship hulls, unlock ship hulls. Fighters and launch bays. Maybe we should get this one to get a better control. That might be good to put up here. Right after Mass Driver 2, we'll put this one up here. It's going to take some time, a long time to research. We have to switch away from production for a little while. Once we get these things produced, we'll switch our home planet away from production, I think. So I think that's what I'm going to do. After this small troop ship is done, let's change this back to research focus for now. At least we'll get this troop ship done pretty quickly, but everything else is going to take a little while, so that'll be fine. Once we're done the military stuff, that should be okay. Okay, did we take a battle? I think we did, right? Forced to halt by integration blockade. So they are blockading my territory right now, blocking Yarok from being able to do anything, which is very unfortunate. Battle fleet was forced to halt by arcade, forced combat with integration, and we lost that one ship, of course. So how do we fight this fleet here? We do have to start building a little bit more, I think, to be able to fight that fleet. So maybe I should change my mind. I should actually go back to production focus and start making a lot more ships. That might be the better idea. Let's cancel scanning facility for now. Remove from queue. I'll remove this troop ship, or we'll leave the troop ship near the bottom. We do need more ships, and we don't really have the technology to make anything that great at the moment. Corvette and cruiser. Cruiser's 5 turns. We could probably make a few frigates. After this troop ship is done, let's start throwing up a few frigates up here. Troop ship first, though, because that'll be done next turn. Yeah, get a couple frigates up here. We'll try to send them out together, and maybe 1 cruiser. Okay, that's pretty good. We do need to start getting a fleet out here quickly, because this is just not cutting it. Whatever we have out here is not good enough to defend this. At least we did get some ships out here, but 360 versus 864 is insane. That's not possible for us to fight right now, to be honest. That is way beyond our ability, and they can easily come in here and just take over this planet, which we may have to flee if that happens, to be honest. We may have to run to Bintang and go attack Bintang instead. Now we do have 2 troop ships here. Troop fleet. Let's send this fleet over here. And should we bring our other fleet? I don't know if that's worth it. Maybe. It's on the turn anyways. Okay, here's our last troop ship. Let's send you out here as well. So the troops will go attack Bintang, and then we really have to start producing a lot of ships to be able to go deal with this. So at least these frigates should be done fairly quickly in a few turns. That'll be quite good at least. We're just waiting to see. It looks like this guy is going to sit there and kind of keep an eye on Yarok, which is, again, pretty unfortunate. Okay, what are we making in Goth A? Actually, I'm going to switch this to research focus, to be honest. Okay, pretty good. Decent population growing. It's going to take us some time to actually build anything, to be honest. Our outpost ship is still going to take a long time to build, basically. Okay, these ships here, again, taking quite a while to finish. Okay, not much else to really do. Where are my scout ships? Let's get some you guys out here. So this guy's got 5 left. Can he make it back? He can just barely make it back in time. I did lose a few scout ships. I don't know where any other ones are. There's one way out here. He's got 5 as well. It looks like we can make it back. But, ooh, gonna intersect with a monster if we plan to do that. Which maybe we can try. We'll have to make our way back out of there. that monster may end up coming into our territory and attacking our planets, which would be very bad, I think. Send the turn here. Okay, you have arrived here. The monster is going to come soon, so let's get out of there. This would be another good colonial option, this desert planet, because it does have some nice asteroids nearby, which would be a great option for an outpost. Has upgraded. Okay, that's not me, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, we need to get rid of this fleet here. This is really annoying that this fleet is here, but we really need to... oh my god, there's a lot of monsters. Holy shit. This territory is being invaded by monsters. Look at this. There must be a monster nest around here, because look at all these guys. There's a lot of them. So that's a big problem for this purple player, this purple empire. They got monsters swarming absolutely everywhere, which is a big not my problem, you know? Really, really not my problem. Okay, we got a fleet here. We're going to wait till the ships are all built, and we'll send them out, and hopefully we can convene on this location at once, which may or may not be possible. I don't know. What we might have to do is change up our policies. Let's not go there, sorry. Let's get rid of continuous scanning. And I'm going to take a more military-focused tech, like flanking. Might be pretty good. There we go. What else do we have? Colonial bootstrapping, planetary infrastructure. Gain 2 additional economic policy slots, and increase target infrastructure on populated planets by 5. Metropoles might be actually pretty good. Black markets for low stability planets. Metropoles might be actually pretty good. Let's see, what is this? To qualify for being boosted, planets must have a population of at least 20 and stability at least 12. So this is only good for big planets. So I think it's not worth it right now. I'm also might drop Liberty. Diversity. We don't really have any other aliens in the Empire, so I'm not going to bother with that. What does this do? That could be good. Algorithmic research could also be good as well. Stability of 8. Okay, so let's actually keep Liberty. Liberty is good for now. I think that'll be more useful for us. Okay, wait till this fleet is ready and then we'll send them out. Hopefully they'll be able to fight this. This is a big fleet and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Holy shit. This guy's adding more and more here. So I don't know if we can catch up to that. We need better ships, to be honest, to really beat that. Okay, so now we got this fleet here. We could annex this. Let's see. Oh, 967 influence points. Oof. So that's going to be a lot. Okay, so a little bit unfortunate. It looks like we won't be able to annex that. Now, the good thing is we might be able to reconnect Yarek with our supply lines pretty soon, but this is way too much influence. We don't even have close to enough influence to be able to do this. So I wonder how we can boost this, actually. Oh, I just realized we need way more troops to even think about conquering this planet. We have 51 troops on this planet, and I have a total of 6, 12, 14 troops here. So definitely not enough. So let's send these guys home. That's not going to happen, I think, unfortunately, but that's how it is. Definitely we're really lacking in the military department. I've been investing in my economy, which is pretty good, but yeah, lacking in every other way. What we maybe should do is go start killing monsters, but this ship blockading us is very, very annoying, to be honest. What we might be able to do, however, is try something else in the meantime. I don't know. We can maybe go shoot some of these other ships around here. Try to bait some of these other fleets away. This fleet is just a little bit weak at the moment. Now we could send this one out here. Try to loop around and join it up that way. It'll take a little bit longer. 4, 5, and then 6. Ooh, that's a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty long. 6 turns. Versus 7 turns to get there. So actually, that might be possible. We can send them this way, and that should be close enough that we should be able to get to the correct planet over there. Okay, not too bad. This guy's still hiding here from the monsters. We might have to go free him later. Get a few more ships out. Oh, this monster is coming. Here, let's send the recon fleet away. Oof. These monsters are coming for our territory, so we do have to be careful about them a little bit. Yeah, we shouldn't go in any of these areas. They seem to have a lot of monsters there. So let's send this ship back. Get out of the area there. Okay, so that's not too bad otherwise. We do have to start really focusing on our military, however. Fusion generation has been researched. Okay, great. So this will hopefully improve our military a lot. Getting the fusion generation. Which, where is that? I think that was in, oh yes, this is an industrial, so improve industry, but that's good. That'll help us produce things a lot easier. So this stuff will be able to improve our military technology by quite a lot, I think. And that'll hopefully help us to actually defeat somebody. Alright, not too bad. Let's wait around then. So, yeah, invasion of Bintang might take a while, to be honest. Let's get these ships out here. Get them to link up, and maybe we can go attack this fleet, as long as it doesn't keep getting bigger and bigger. Right now it's about 800, 900, almost 1,000 strength at the moment, so we really need some better ships, to be honest. Okay, Technician strength has been upgraded. All mass driver modes supply ships upgrade to mass driver 2. Okay, so all our ships are automatically upgraded. So this fleet is now 600, which is not bad. It's getting a little bit better, because a lot of them have mass drivers on them. So that's pretty good, upgrading our equipment versus just building something totally new. Okay, what else are we building? Is this one still building? How many more ships are still being built here? One more cruiser being built, and then outpost ship, and then another troop ship. Okay, all right. I think I'm going to cancel this troop ship. We'll wait till we can build some bigger troop ships, and then we can send those out instead of these little ones. Radar scout. Actually, this is quite nice. Let's maybe make one of those. A little bit better scout. And what else can we make? I do need more ships out here. Maybe make another cruiser if we can. Though I think maybe I will wait. And what we might do is wait till I research a little bit more, and then I can build one of the new ships after I get a few things researched. Gothby, a small krill swarm has arrived. Okay, that's pretty bad. These ships out here still. Let's get you to go investigate some other areas. What's over here? Another empire up there. I would like to have some kind of peaceful existence with these other empires, especially this purple one. I'm not really planning to do anything. It seems like yellow is going to be my main enemy here. So let's see if I can get some kind of deal with purple. What's peace? We'll be happy to trust your good intentions. So I have peace with purple now, which is great. With blue, I mean, I've not really interacted with blue much at all. Yellow seems like my main problem here. Like this player integration seems to be my biggest issue at the moment. Because they are being a little bit hostile to me. So definitely dealing with them seems like the priority right now. Purple seems to have its own problems with monster swarms just everywhere. So I am glad the diplomacy at least works. You can do some basic diplomacy, which is quite nice. Can you do anything else? Propose alliance? Yeah, so okay, so you can do a nice little things like that. I'm not going to propose an alliance yet, but maybe later we will. That might be nice. I don't think I need an alliance really right now, but keeping that in mind will be nice. So there is some basic diplomacy, which is quite good. It used to be there would be zero diplomacy, like they wouldn't do anything, so I guess that was changed recently. Okay, this fleet finally left Harden B. And where the heck did it go? Maybe they saw that my fleet is getting a little bit more powerful now. And we have more ships coming in, so this fleet might be pretty good soon. Another troop ship. Oh, this is the same troop fleet. These monsters just everywhere. We gotta go start exterminating some of these monsters pretty soon. This one seems to be getting stronger and stronger all the time, which is not great. You can kind of tell how strong they are based on their icon. This bigger icon tends to be a stronger monster, I believe. These little krill swarms, these little ones, are usually pretty weak. Should be easy to shoot down, but maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Let's end the turn. Okay, yeah, they arrived on the planet. That's fine. Let's get you to come to Yark. And you can also come to Yark. Well, a fairly decent fleet. We may be able to hunt down the yellow fleet. Wherever he went, he must have gone off somewhere where I can't see. But that'll be a good thing to do if we can go kill them, basically. We have another battle fleet here. Let's send you in, this cruiser. We'll try to link up with this fleet here. Hopefully without getting jumped again by another battle fleet moving in. And what's being built right now? Let's take a look here. My outpost ship will be done soon. Let's actually make a few more things here. What else should we make? Let's actually make the scanning facility. That will be great to make. And maybe another colony ship in the meantime, because I would like to get that out there. We'll make another raider ship. I'll make another colony ship. Let's put that after scanning facility. After we get a little bit better detection on this planet, maybe we'll detect finally this water planet here that I've been looking for. And like I said, we're going to wait a little bit to build more ships until we can research a few more of these things. Once we get this research done, I think we can start upgrading our ships a little bit more. Make a new group of ships. Basic shipyard has been produced. Frigate has arrived. Okay, great. Alright, pretty good. I mean, nothing much going on here. This planet, we still can't really detect it, which is too bad. Okay, not much else going on at the minute. So I'm kind of understanding how the influence system works. Influence is pretty new. Like when I played this last, influence didn't really exist. So I can basically use diplomatically annex them for 900 influence points. So if I want to play very diplomatically, that could be possible. But I could also just invade them. But I need a military of troops bigger than 51 troops, though you can. I know you can bombard planets if you want to make it a little bit easier to deal with that. Okay, we have a big fleet here, about 840. We can start moving this fleet out and start seeing if we can bully the yellow player a little bit. This fleet is pretty big, fairly strong. We'll link it up with this frigate, and that should be more than enough to deal with that fleet I saw previously. I hope so, at least. Otherwise, we might lose all of it, which would really suck. Outpost ship Arrakis has been produced. Okay, so this is the outpost ship, right? Let's build, where was I going to build it? I was going to build it at one of these gas giants, I think. Gas giant or maybe one of the asteroids I've seen. Just there's nothing really close by. This one would be nice. Maybe that would be better to colonize that desert planet first, to be honest. Are there any other locations that might be worthwhile? Nothing really that's possible, to be honest. This one, but we can actually build a ship there. I think I am going to build an outpost right here. That'll be good. On this gas giant, that'll be pretty good. For this one, what we could do, because we have Yarok, and it's getting populated pretty well, what we're going to do is start building a, outpost base here. So outpost bases, they're within the system only, so that means within the system I can send it to these other locations, specifically the asteroids, which will be quite nice to set up a little outpost there. Orbital dry dock. Let's also start building an orbital dry dock here later. And yeah, this is industrial focus for this planet. I'm really lacking with the science right now. Only Goth A is actually caring about science, and it's really minimal, to be honest. We would like to set up a few more colonies, if possible. Who knows? Okay, here's the fleet. Where are you going? You are going the wrong way. Okay, we would like this to meet up in a minute anyways. Let's wait for this ship to arrive. I missed that ship a little bit, so it went the wrong way. Okay, we'll wait for that ship to link up, and then we can go deal with that. I have a scout ship here that's not really doing anything. Let's send it back out to go kind of explore these areas a little bit more. Like going out to this area, Highgate, or some of these other locations. See if we can find anything in their yellow empire over here. I have a ship way out here as well, with 6 fuel left. Quite a lot. We could send them out here to go investigate. I don't know if I have any other scouts left. I haven't really built any new scouts since that initial big group of scouts I built. Okay, here we go. Fleet is arrived. Big fleet, 1.1k. Let's go bully these blue player a little bit. Okay, what are we building everywhere? Let's take a look here. Here we're building a lot of things right now. What are we building in Goth? Nothing at the moment, right? Maybe building a scanning facility in Goth might be good. Just so we can get a little bit more detection range here, because that is kind of a frontier planet. And Yarrick, I want to make another. Since it is a large planet, it's the only other large planet we have, even though it is an ocean planet, which is not great. It is quite good for industry, so we will like to build up the industry here eventually and turn this into another fleet planet as well. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. What else do we have now? What's our research looking like? Military control should be done, armor plating, and laser weapons. Once these are done, I'll put a few other technologies what we want to go for next. It's a little bit hard to say. We could go a little bit more with military. I don't want to focus on military too much. Bombardment might be useful if we're invading some places. Spatial flux manipulation. You know what? Let's go for mass driver 3. We'll keep upgrading the mass drivers for now. And we'll also focus on our industry. We'll get another industry, microgravity industry, as well as subterranean habitation will help our population. That's pretty good. We should also get some more research. So maybe artificial intelligence will be a late industrial input thing. What do we have here? Radar Scout has been produced. Okay, great. Now, what's the Radar Scout? The difference is, okay, it has way, way bigger detection range, which is quite nice. Now, let's go see what we can do with this guy. I don't know where we could send him that will be useful. This area seems to be into the center of the galaxy. This is like a spiral galaxy, I remember when I set up the map. I'm a little bit worried about all these monsters, though, but let's see if we can go detect some planets that have not really been discovered yet. Okay, what are you doing? What is this? This is my outpost, right? Okay, let's build an outpost here. So we'll turn this gas giant outpost. So any planet that is uncolonizable, I believe we can put an outpost on. So it's not it doesn't have a population, but it is good to do that anyways. Okay, there we go. So it does have a little bit of production there, but no set population. Okay, robotic hull has been built. You know what? We might be able to start building a new ship. Let's see, hulls. No, we don't want obsolete. Let's see available. Robotic hull. So this is a new hull we have, and we have a lot of options for things we can build here. So we can build extra fuel tank, active radar, optical scanner. I think I'm going to go for extra fuel tank here. Pretty good. What is this? Improved engine couplings. Actually, you know what? Increases speed. Let's actually go for that. That seems a little bit better. We'll get, what else do we have here? Robotic interface shields. This will be actually not too bad. Let's go for that. Robotic interface shields. We'll go for armor plating. And we'll go for mass drivers. 2 mass drivers. And maybe just 1 flak cannon. Okay, that's a pretty beefy ship. Damage 192. Total fighter destruction 9. So it does have some ability to fight fighters. It does have shields as well. Now, what is that? Oh no, so this is not really worth it for us. We don't have any shields right now, so maybe not bother with that. Let's go with the extra speed. I think that'll be a bit better then. Having that speed will be quite nice. And a little bit of flak to defend itself as well with 2 mass drivers and some armor. So that's fine. Now, what can we call this one? To be honest, this reminds me of a big fat, like, big mouth bass or something. So let's call this the, let's call it the rock bass. Actually, that sounds a little bit better for a ship. It does kind of look like a big, fat, chunky fish. Let's do that. We'll call it the rock bass. I don't know if that's a very scary name. What do we have? Available, obsolete, finished. There we go, the rock bass. That'll be kind of good. Robotic outpost. Okay, interesting. Let's build a few of those then. That'll be quite good. I'll put a few of those to build at Balix B. Let's build a couple of those, like 2 of those. And what can we do at Goth Y? Scanning facility. Then we can build that. Not much else to really build there anyways, so might as well. What am I building at Yarrick right now? Let's see. I don't think I'm building anything. Scanning facility here, not much else I can really build. I don't have much of an industry here. What we could do is start building a few small ships. Maybe I'll design a new small ship fairly soon, and then this place can start building those. Actually, you know what? I am making a colony ship, sorry, an outpost ship here at Yark. So that will take some time to finish, but whenever that's done, I guess that will get done. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's end the turn here. So here's my fleet. Ooh, did we fight this fleet? Did we have a battle? I must have missed what happened here. Ooh, combat with integration. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, everything was destroyed. Oh boy. So, big battle there. Holy shit. Let's take a look at that. Combat. Wow. So I lost 6, and they lost 1. That sucks. Damn, there goes my whole fleet. Oops. Let's get you out of here. Human cruiser, let's run away from that battle. Oh boy. Damn, my military is really suffering right now. Oh my god. That sucks. Okay, we'll have to continue on. But that's not looking good, boys. That's not looking good. We really need to start investing more in the military here. Once you get this armor plating and weapons and more stuff, maybe that'll be good. But we really gotta build ships. Like, holy shit, we gotta build ships. Okay, colony ship at Balix. Okay, we'll get that done. Let's cancel these radar ships. I don't think we need these right now. I really need... At Gothwy, at Balix B. Yeah, we need more big ships. Let's build a few of these ones that I was working on here at Balix B. Build a few of these big rock bass ships, and then a few smaller ships like the corvettes. Actually, what I might do is design a new light ship as well. Let's make a new small hull ship. Something light we can put out here, just with a mass driver. Actually, I think our finished one is already just a mass driver, right? What is the Corvette? Corvette is literally just a mass driver, right? So it's already built. We don't need another one. So let's try maybe a medium hull or a large hull. Let's make a basic medium hull. We'll make a new ship out here. Or you know what? I think I won't bother. Let's just leave it at that. We already have the rock bass that I designed. We could make one that's more focused on heavy firepower, I guess. Uh-oh, there was combat and the scout was destroyed in Astrum B by some monster, which is not great. A maintenance ship of something. So I don't know what's out here. Some blue empire, whatever that is. Just like Masters of Orion, there is like a central planet in the galaxy that's really heavily defended. And this is also an endgame goal, so if you can conquer that, then you'll win the game, but it's really hard to conquer. Alright, so we definitely have a problem with this yellow empire here. Now it seems like he's contained to this area. I don't know if he expands out in this direction, but the fact that this fleet here, we did do a lot of damage to it, but actually I shouldn't say we did a lot of damage. We didn't do much damage at all. We basically blew up one ship, and he's still got 2 of these big ships here with 400 something damage here. I don't know. I'm really behind on that. I've been focusing a lot on my production, but my research is maybe a little bit behind everyone else. So I wonder if I should switch over to research focusing. I was trying to get these, my ships produced quickly, which I think I will be able to, but maybe we should rearrange this a little bit. So we got a colony ship coming out at Balix, which we'll see if we can send to another location. I was hoping to colonize this one, Balix Alpha, whenever possible, but we'll maybe save this colony ship. In the meantime, what we're going to work on is what's being made of Balix? The rock bass ships, yeah. So we'll see if that's possible to actually come out anytime soon. Maybe what we should focus on instead is research, because our research is pretty piss poor at the moment. What I might do is switch all my other planets that are currently working on production to research. Though really, there's not much from these planets at the moment. Like, they're not producing much research. They just don't have the population. Only Balix Beta, this one, has any kind of research ability. We do get a little bonus by switching their ability here from 5 something to 6, but still not very much. Okay, let's end the turn anyways. Not much else to really do. I need to check if there's any ships still around. I think I've lost most of my scouts. I have a few scouts that are traveling around still. But I don't have too many left. What happened to that radar scout I had? I think I already sent him off. But let's end the turn here. Okay, we really got to go deal with this ship soon. So I'm actually going to send this ship back. We're going to send it back to Goth Y to avoid a confrontation with this fleet here, because we just cannot fight that fleet at the moment. Hopefully we'll be able to actually produce this stuff quickly enough and be able to get another fleet going out. I probably attacked them too early. We were too closely in terms of our power, I think. We're probably pretty close to power, but they had better ships than I did. So probably that's why they won. I really need like an overwhelming firepower, basically. Okay, let's skip a few turns ahead. Not really that much for me to do at the moment. I'm still just kind of waiting. Detection screen's been upgraded. Colony ship has been produced. Okay, so great. Now, we need to see where we can send this colony ship. So, I really would like to send it here to Balix Alpha. What do I have on this planet so far? I thought I already produced... Well, let me see what's on Balix. So, Balix does have the scanning facility. Detection range of the planet. Oh, okay, so it doesn't improve my detection. This improves the range of detection, which is a little bit unfortunate. I still can't detect this planet, which really sucks, because I need 45 detection, which is a lot. What other planets might be viable? Really, this one is another one. This medium desert and these asteroids would be quite good. These asteroids have a few good things. They are stealthy, right? Cloud spawns. Yeah, causing high cloud cover, and then similine crystals. So this might be good to colonize if possible. But this medium desert might also be a good option. Beyond that, I'm not sure what other planets that have not already colonized. There's another medium desert here, medium radiated. And what else is around this area? Something within our territorial region, at least. There aren't too many planets that are actually like close enough that we could really reasonably colonize. There's a small ocean up here. I think there's another small ocean somewhere right here. So maybe we'll go for Balix Gamma. That might be a good idea. At least we can get the Balix systems. We'll get at least one colony in each of the Balix systems. That might be a good idea. And we'll save this Balix Alpha for later, because it might take some time to build up our detection strength to the point we can actually detect it. Otherwise, okay, some more fleets traveling around. Let's see who's going where. I think I lost one of my ships. What's this? Okay, so some other fleets this guy has here. He does have a few ships. It seems like this is the limit of his empire here, so it's not that big. I'm a lot bigger than him, but he definitely has much better ships than I do, and much more ships. Like, I have the one ship right now. I have one ship right here that's complete, so I'm still building a few more. But we got to keep making colonies. That's the best thing we could do for the time being. Okay, so colonize this planet. There we go. Colonize the small ocean, which will be great. Now, the good thing is, with a few of the technologies we have, these little ocean planets are pretty good for us to colonize. Definitely, this was a good one. This one in Yark, this large ocean. This one should be able to grow fairly quickly, if possible, you know? I wish we could do a growth focus, but I guess not. Our population is increasing quite a bit, though. There are just a lot of ocean planets around here. Like, I haven't found any Terran worlds, but a lot of, like, ocean worlds. Oh, here's actually a Terran world, small Terran. So we should keep an eye on this one. That would be a good location for us to colonize, just very far away from our territory. So Uluru and then Hades, a small ocean around the Hades black hole, and Uluru over here, which also is a good option. Now what we could do, there's a gas giant, Uluru 3, so maybe we can send out an outpost ship there later. I do need to work on that. There's 2 gas giants out here, so maybe sending outposts to both of these would be a good option in the meantime until we can send a colony out there. So I'll have to work on that later. I need to build a fleet first. And we have to go defeat Yellow. At least in the term of this video, I want to be able to crush Yellow. I want to defeat his fleets, and then we can go invade him. My issue is like trying to balance the production, and everything else is pretty slow. Okay, Yark is building a dry dock. That's fine. And Goth Alpha is building a scanning facility, which, do I need that? I don't really know if I need it. Okay, whatever. We need the outpost base to be done soon. at Yark. And what is Balix building? Is Balix building anything? What's the problem here? It's a little bit odd. I'm wondering why Balix is not building anything at the moment. Balix Y has been colonized with humans. Raider Scout has arrived. Shams was in combat. Uh-oh. Okay, we lost something. Where is that? Ooh, okay. So there's some other empire out here, and we were attacked by specifically some monster in space. So that's what killed us. But we did find another empire, but there goes another scout ship. However, you know, scout ships, that's just kind of what happens with them. They just end up dying quite often. There's a few other locations I would like to set out places. All of these perimeter, like asteroids and gas giants, it would be good to start throwing up some outposts on those eventually. So whenever we can afford, like right here at High Gate, I would like to put an outpost. Right here at the Tiberius asteroids would be good to put an outpost. And then up here around Hades Alpha and Uluru Alpha, those places would be good places, good options for building some outposts. Even right here, the Bay Crooks get the structure bonus. Actually, this would be quite nice. So maybe building one there. We got to build a lot of outposts basically. So let's actually start putting a few in queue. Goth Alpha has a small population, but we can start building a outpost ship here. That will be done hopefully eventually. 5 turns at Goth A. It's going to take a long time, I think. I think I may just cancel the scanning facility. They don't really need it. I mean, do we really need it? I don't know if we need it. How many turns does that take? Let's take that away. I'm going to take it away. We won't do that. We'll make this one here. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's end the turn. Yark is building this. That's fine. The orbital dry dock and orbital base. That's great. Okay, outpost ship at Goth Alpha will be done in a few turns. And then we can send that to at least the Barracks Beta. So that'll be a good place to start building outposts. We'll start expanding our outposts further to the north and also eventually to the south after we're done building a few more ships for the fleet. Okay, we are getting a bit more research, having moved those other planets toward research instead of production. We'll keep our capital at Balix B in production focus, and everything else can focus on research for the time being. And this is the new planet we just colonized, which is also quite nice. We'll leave it there as is. Okay, let's keep waiting here. Once this outpost ship is done. Maybe we'll put the fleet ships above this orbital dry dock to produce it a little bit quicker. We really got to get a few of these ships out, like ASAP, at least a couple ships while we're working on this. And uh-oh, have they moved on to Hardin? Well, their supply lines have, which is bad. So we do have to come deal with that pretty soon. I'm going to post this ship at Goth B. Actually, we'll keep it at Goth Gamma right now. Once we get a few more ships, uh-oh, yeah. Did they colonize this? They must have set up a colony here. Oh no, this is their scout ship. Their scout ships have a huge sensor range. And it looks like they're moving their fleet in. I don't know if that fleet has moved. I think it's just been in the same spot. But we got to be careful anyways. It's going to take some time for my fleet to be finished. How long is it going to take? Let's see. My production. 5 turns still for at least one of these rock bass ships. I think in the meantime, we're going to have to switch carefully. Ooh, we got a... Uh-oh. Let's get this outpost ship out of here. Because this monster is going to be here in like a turn. We definitely don't want to fight whatever that is. It's a floater, so maybe it's not dangerous, but we should get the outpost ship out of there anyways. I want to use it. I don't want it to get destroyed before I can do anything with it. So we'll have to be careful about that. Now, how many planets does this yellow guy have? He's got one there, an ocean planet, a large ocean planet, and I think that's it. I think that's all his planets. These other places are just like his, supply range, which is still kind of annoying because he's taking my area and blocking off supply to Yark, which is a big problem a little bit. Oh, we got our outpost ship done. Let's place an outpost on the asteroids here. So we can put outposts anywhere, but it's better to place it on these totally uninhabitable locations. Uh-oh. Ooh, this scout ship is moving around. It's just a scout anyways, but still a little bit annoying. I'm going to send this ship over here to come attack these scouts and try to defend Yarrick a little bit. Okay, in the meantime, oh, we got another fleet out here. What is this? Oh boy, a frigate traveling around, which may be a problem for this outpost colony ship coming out here. Oh, damn. Okay, I think instead of sending my ship out there, I'm going to bring it back to the home planet. We're going to switch every planet towards production, because we really need to get these things made. I know I keep saying we need research, we need research. We also need production. We need to make these ships ASAP. I just need to get one big hit in, and then we should be able to crush these guys, you know? So how's the production going? One ship should be done in a few turns. Okay, that's not too bad. Some scouts arriving. Now this ship is blocking this asteroid, which is really annoying. Maybe I'm going to send this one way up north. We're going to send it up here. We can set up an outpost really far away, but that's a little bit out of my range, to be honest. So I think I'm going to send this outpost ship back. I don't want to get involved with this ship here, to be honest. And what is this going on? There's some kind of, like, anomaly happening here. Very strange. Some weird phenomenon is going on right there in space. So, and same with this one. This one keeps growing, whatever this is. This, like, nebula here is, like, growing bigger and bigger all the time. So, hopefully that's not a problem. Let's end the turn. Uh-oh. Oh, no. So we got a few ships coming to attack. Oh boy, that's 800 here and then 400 here for this ship as well. So that's a lot to deal with. We really got to get some ships out, to be honest, soon, or they're going to invade Yarrick pretty quickly. Oh boy, okay. Damn, losing that fleet earlier was a massive problem, to be honest. That was a big, big issue. Okay, we got to get this one out of here. Let's get you out here. I don't know if he's chasing me or what. How long till these are done? 1 turn, 7 turns, so we get 2 of these rock bass ships finished. And they're besieging Yarrick at the moment, which is a big problem. Yarrick's been cut off some supply. Okay, that's a big issue there. Unfortunately, we don't have much of a defense of that planet either. We have only 6 troops on that planet. So we got to go deal with that fleet somehow. But this is a big fleet. This is 1,400, like, a huge fleet there. It's a really big fleet. I don't know if I can even deal with that, to be honest. We got to keep waiting till some ships are complete. 3 turns till this is done. Oh boy. Maybe I'm going to have to cancel some of these things here. Like this scanning facility on Goth Gamma. And maybe this orbital dry dock on Yarrick will have to close off as well. So maybe I'll have to move that later. Get everything focused on these ones. We have 2 ships still building. Okay, let's get the battle fleet kind of arranged. These ships are just not good enough. 400 for 2 ships here. We probably have to just make, like, a lot of ships. So maybe that's what I should be doing. Just make lots of cheap little ships as fast as possible. Okay, for this robo-cruiser and this L1, LZ. This is one that is custom, like, automatically made. So maybe I should make this. It is, like, 7 turns to make this. What's the production cost of this? Let's take a look at this one. What's the damage on this? 240, so still not great damage. And that's going to be a lot of turns to actually finish that. Okay. We could make these cruisers in the meantime. They're not amazing, though, to be honest. They're not really that great. Cruiser LZ. We could make that instead. That is a little bit easier to make. I think I'll make another robo-cruiser, though. Oh, did they conquer my planet? They did. Oh my god. So they took Yarok. We got to go take that out pretty soon. Let's go back here. We're going to build our outpost with our outpost ship. The other ship that was chasing us left, and I think they went to Yarok. So we lost Yarok, which is a big problem. That was one of our good planets. We have to go take it back somehow. But we'll have to go take out that fleet. So we just got to keep working, building this fleet here. Like, not much else we can really do. But yellow is a big problem for me. We just need a good battle. If we keep losing these battles against them, we just can't, like, maintain that, to be honest. Okay, troop fleet here. This is good. 14 troops. We'll send all of these guys out there later if we defeat these guys at the battle. So how many are here? There's 400 here. They must have moved their other ships out. I don't know where they went. And there's scouts everywhere. Damn, all my scouts are, like, dead. But I don't have any time to be producing scouts at the moment. So it's kind of too bad, a little bit of a problem there. Maybe at this planet we can make a few cheap scouts. So let's make some radar scouts here. Radar scout is 4. Yeah, we'll make a radar scout at Goth I. It's just going to take a long time to make it. We could go for the weaker scouts instead. I don't know. I'll just do that. That's fine. We do have this planet as well. We can try to make a little cheap scout right here. Actually, we need a shipyard first. Let's build a shipyard at Balix Gamma. That'll at least allow us to produce ships there. Let's check our research. Our research is piss poor at the moment because we just lost a big planet. We did get subterranean habitation, but getting mass drivers will also be a big benefit for us, to be honest. I just need to keep an eye on where these ships are going. Okay, so I see a few ships moving out. At Goth Beta, there's a ship moving in. 400 with that ship. Versus, what's mine? Mine is 700 for this battle fleet, so I might be able to fight them. If we can pick them apart, we may be able to do it. I'm going to wait for one more ship to finish. This is just 3 turns to finish this one. Okay, that's good. So I think we can send out a small fleet. That might be possible to defeat one of these little ships out here. So let's send you guys out. We'll try to ambush one of these ships before they become a problem for us. Okay, we had a battle there. We destroyed the ship. And there's one ship here, 400 versus 1,200. And we just got the mass drivers, I think. I think we just got it finished, right? Yeah, we just got mass drivers, so that boosted our combat ability quite a bit. I'm going to keep putting more ships in production at Balix B. We just need a lot of ships right now. We're really lacking in ships at the moment. Let's build another one of these rock bass. So what is the... let's build that. Build another one here. Okay, so we'll keep those being built. Also build a few cruisers. Cruiser LZ is, I think, a laser cruiser, right? Laser weapons ×2. Okay, we'll make 2 of these laser cruisers as well. That'll be okay at Balix. And we'll just have to keep producing ships for the time being because we don't have much of an option. Let's see if we can ambush this ship, take it out before it becomes an issue, and then maybe we can go after this fleet and try to pick them off while they're all spread out around here. Okay, we took it out. Battle, combat with integration. We lost 0, they lost 1, which is good. 1,200. Okay, let's send up our troop ships as well, because we're going to try to take back Yarok, if possible. And, oh, we have our outpost ship. I forgot about that. Let's build an outpost on these asteroids, which will be good for expanding north. But let's also wait to see. How's our ship production going? 5 turns until these are done. Okay, that's not bad. So what is this fleet here? There's, what fleets? There's a fleet of 400 at Yarok. Okay. So I'm going to see if I can ambush them. Okay, we got here in Harden. We're going to try to ambush them at Yarok. Okay, we won here. There was a battle. We lost 1. They lost all of them. So we took that back. We're going to send our troops to Yarok as well. Our troop ship will go to Yarok, and we'll try to take back our planet. And so we took out most of their fleets, I think, just because they spread their fleets out a little bit. Let's send you out from Yark as well. And we'll try to, maybe if we can take one of their planets. They have some nice ocean planets here. 9 troops there, which we should be able to take with this troop fleet that I'm currently working on. Okay, let's keep putting a few more cruisers. Okay, we have a lot of ships, I guess, in production, so we'll just wait for those to be ready, and that'll be another fleet. We'll come link those ones up. In the meantime, I'm going to see if I can improve my diplomatic situation with some of these other empires, like Binding. We don't believe it would be a mutual agreement, so Binding doesn't want to have a alliance. What about some of these other empires? At least we can get a good relationship with them. Like these purple guys are expanding out here, which is not really great, but they're pretty far away from me. Society. Let's see if we can at least have a peace agreement with them. Oh, what is going on here? I'm getting a huge amount of message. Fortune would be inconvenient, so they don't want to have peace. What about Righteous, this light blue? Post peace. Okay, light blue is not interested in anything. What about red, the conglomerate? We would be happy to trust your good intentions. So we have peace with this dark red empire over here, who looks quite big. Actually, I think these are 2 different empires, right? Is there another red player? So no, so this must be all the same. So they look quite big. They must be way far other than the galaxy. I really just want to focus on yellow right now and take out this one, Integration, who's just a big pain for me. Ooh, what is this going out here? A cedar. Okay, let's go take that out. We'll shoot whatever that ship is. I don't know what that ship is doing there. And these guys out here, what are they doing out here? Are they attacking me? Okay, so they're attacking. This dark blue player is attacking me on my outpost out here, which is not really great. I guess they want to claim this whole northern area, which honestly I might be happy to give to them, but I really wish they weren't harassing me like this. Here's another fleet here. Let's send you up north, and we'll meet these ships together at Goth Beta. Okay, has arrived. There was a combat with Society. Where was this? Astral Commune Fleet. Where is that ship? I have no idea where that is. That must be like a scout or something. I'm not sure what that could be. Well, here's my troop ship anyways, going to Yarok, which we're going to see if we can annex soon. We'll send this troop. Damn, they have 16 troops there. That's pretty rough. This is only 14, so we do need more troop ships. Oh boy, okay, we'll have to send the fleet back there anyways. Okay, there's a battle here with Society. At Barracks B? They're attacking Barracks B with a lot of ships, damn. Okay, combat with Integration. Let's bring these fleets up here. And did they take this planet as well? Oh my god, for real. 6 here. Well, let's go take this one from them. We don't want them to have some little tundra planet in our empire here. At least we'll send this troop ship back. We'll have to go take Yarok back pretty soon as well. We really have to defend Goth Beta. And these ships coming in here pretty soon. We have to go blow these ones up as well. Really don't want to have a war with these guys at the same time until I can take Yarok back. Okay, let's unite these guys. 1200. Good. Ooh, I think my... Oh, damn, they blew up my troop blockade, so that really sucks. Oh my god, that sucks a lot. Let's see if we can take out this Society fleet in the meantime. Okay, we took them out. No losses. Oh, 1 loss? What? Combat with Society, and what happened here? I think I won, but it says I lost for some reason. This doesn't make any sense. Lost 0, lost 1. I think that must be a mistake. Because, like, my fleet is right here. They're fine. So I don't understand that exactly. How big is this fleet? 800 and 1300. That's pretty big. Let's avoid that. What about this fleet over here? This is 4... Okay, that's also pretty big. Oh boy, okay. We gotta go deal with this pretty quickly. We gotta start making troop ships as well. Oh my god. Let's start making some troop ships then. make a lot of troop ships. We got to pump these out. Get some cruisers, get a lot of stuff coming out here. We can't have them take Goth Beta. That's a bad place for them to take because this is like the entranceway to our whole systems over here. Damn, this one's Society. Can you guys like fuck off, please? Let's see. Society, what are you doing? Let's see. Propose peace? No, okay, they're not interested in peace at all. Damn, I wish there was more options for like diplomacy. But I don't know. Losing that fleet initially was really bad. Like that really sucked, losing that. We're going to hold the fleet here in the meantime anyways. Just keep building up. I mean, what else can we really do? We got to hold this one, because this will stop any ships from coming out here. They're still going to attack that outpost, which I can't really do much about. We just need to take back Yark. That's a big issue for us, to be honest. That's the biggest problem. At least Purple is, for one, being invaded by monsters, and two, like, at least at peace with us, so that does give us a little bit of breathing room. These guys are a big problem, though. 2,700 and 400. Jesus Christ. How many ships here? 1,400, so we still are way behind military-wise. Okay, let's check our research. We should put a few more research things on. Planetary Bunker Complex. I'm going to go for some more defensive technology because we do need these things built. And what else would be good? Maybe bombardment. Okay. And what else? Maybe laser too? Okay, that'll be good. A lot of things to go through. Alright, that'll be enough for that. Here's another ship here. Let's bring it up to Goth B. Goth Beta. And what is this ship? My recon fleet finally built. Now let's get the recon ships out into this area so I can see exactly what's going on. Okay, there's a ship here. Let's see if we can snipe this ship very quickly. Whenever they send a ship into this sector, I'm going to see if I can just quickly take them out. Because I can travel between these systems very quickly and basically instantly kill them and then come back to Goth Beta. So yeah, so whenever they send a ship here, we can quickly pick it off. I think I didn't kill it though, I think I just scared it away. So it quickly moved away and came back to here. But if this fleet decides to move in, I think I'm kind of fucked, because I don't think I can fight all these ships. That's a lot of ships there. I really have to go after this fleet soon too. This is about 1,200, I have about 1,400 now, but that's going to be a big fight if we can fight that. And if I go fight them, I'm going to leave myself totally open to this empire here, Society. I hope they're just happy with taking that outpost, because I don't want to fight for it that badly. And I really need to get Yark back. That's my planet here. Yark, and if I can take Ansil as well, that would be pretty great. Okay, how long for the rest of these things? This will be done soon, and then we're going to be pumping out troop ships. I'm going to keep pumping out a lot of troop ships, and then a few more of the laser cruisers. Just making ships for now, that's it. Oh, a fleet is coming. 1,300 to 1,400. It's going to be a big battle. 1,700, so here comes a battle here. I think I'll just hold for now. I could run from this, but we'll try to hold for a minute. I think we can maybe fight this. We do have an advantage here. Our ships are not as good, but we do have more of them. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Ugh. Okay, we'll just try that out. Not much else we can really realistically do. Okay, I guess I will hold. I think I'll just hold here. Okay, there was a battle. We lost one ship. They lost all their ships. Okay, so that's good. But we did take a lot of damage for the fleet here. I'm going to move these guys to Goth Gamma to rest a little bit. Not rest, but like recover a little bit. We'll bring the ship up as well to meet with them. And then we're going to be pumping out troop ships, hopefully pretty quickly, turn after turn, pumping out troop ships. And try to go take back Yark if possible. Now Yark is really well defended right now. Oh my god, 18 here. They're building up defenses like crazy. Okay, they're already at almost maximum, 18.7, so we need at least that many troops, if not more, to be able to beat them. Okay, 1,700. How many ships are here? 72. Okay, let's go take these guys out. Okay, blow up whatever was there. Destroyed ship Asteroid, destroyed Nemesis, destroyed a lot of stuff. Okay, so we destroyed a lot of things here. I do want to take over the Goth B. Now I hope these guys, the Astral Commune, are happy to just leave me alone. We could annex this. Yeah, so I have enough IP to actually just annex this little tiny tundra planet. So we're going to just annex that. That'll make things a lot easier to deal with. At Goth Alpha, maybe what we can do is start producing some ships here as well. Let's see if we can make any very light ships like the laser cruisers or even the corvettes. This just is a mass driver. Yeah, let's make a few Corvette LZs at Goth Alpha. That's our only other option here. We also have Balix, which is also decent production. We could start making some ships here as well. Maybe we'll make a cruiser LZ here at Balix as well. At least one. Okay, how big is this fleet here? 100. Oof, not much there. So let's see if we can go take out this fleet. Now they do have another fleet up here though, right? Pretty small. Yeah, these are not that big. These are just some star bases they have. So I'm going to send my fleet over here. We're going to go kind of harass Yarrick again. Okay, we annexed this one, their Tundra planet here. We got a huge boost to our supply lines, which is pretty great. And this around Yarrick is pretty weak. Should be able to destroy it fairly soon. We do have a few troop ships being built. A lot of troop ships. This should be more than enough now to go attack Yarrick. Okay, did we fight here yet? Uh-oh, did we lose here? Oh my god, we lost all our fleet again. How the hell did that happen? Oh my god. Did this just killed everything? What the fuck? These star bases just killed everything? That's crazy. For real. Oh my god. Now we're really screwed. Oh boy. Okay, now we gotta keep these guys here. We'll keep the troop ships here. We gotta keep pumping out, like, ships. I don't know what else to really do, to be honest. This is a big, big problem. Oh boy. Okay, so we gotta get those ones going. Keep making the armored cruiser. Extra fuel tank, flat cannon, mass drivers. Okay. Okay, yeah, we'll get these ones here. That'll be pretty good. I guess just keep making ships. Like, what else can we really do? We keep losing our fleets to these battles here. It seems like, that's the thing too, it's hard to tell how the battle will go, because that looks like it would be fine to attack this, but this base apparently is really strong. I don't really know, like, why. Like, they're... Yeah, I don't know. It seems like their damage potential is not great, but they're able to just destroy my fleet there, which I don't really understand why that happened, to be honest. Oh well, you know, what can I really do about it? Oh well, that sucks then. Let's continue, just wait, I'll guess a little bit. Can't do much about that. We gotta just kind of wait around until we can build more ships. Now, what's our research going on? We got a few research going on here. I'm going to get neutron scanner as well, so we can improve our detection range. Just keeping an eye on what's going on. Make sure there's no more fleets trying to move in. And, geez, yellow is just crushing me. Like, I'm getting crushed by them so much. Build up a huge fleet of troop ships. And a battle fleet here. Just gotta keep waiting for a little while so we can actually build all these ships. Now, these LZ cruisers are at least pretty quick to produce. Only a few turns to produce them. I think, how much is it? I think only like 4 turns per one of these, or 5 turns. The robo cruisers or whatever are like 6 turns. So these ones are still making 7 turns until this is done, 3 turns until that one's done, and here 15 turns until that one's done. Okay, let's keep producing these ones. What about you guys? Combine the battle fleets. We need a big battle fleet, to be honest, pretty quickly. So just mass producing as many ships as possible is the key here, honestly. Again, getting this planet as well will also be pretty good. Maybe if our detection strength goes up, we'll be able to take it. Medium ocean, adequate. What we could do, actually, I was going to say we can put a outpost on here, but I realized that there's ancient guardians there, so we won't be able to do that and get detection on that location. Oh well, let's wait. Anyways, not much else we can really do. Now, what's the problem with these guys? Population, very unhappy. We have good stability. Just they have these alien creatures here, which is a little bit annoying. But we'll set this to not influence production. We'll set this one to also... let's do defense for now. They can focus on defense because they're right at the front line. So that'll be the first place anybody comes to attack, basically. Keep waiting a turn. Until we can get some more production going. Just keep an eye on what's going on out here. A lot of troops out here, and I don't know what these star bases do, to be honest. I don't know why they're so powerful that they're able to just obliterate my fleet. Unless my fleet was just really damaged. I guess it was pretty damaged after that battle. Maybe that's why they all died very quickly. That could be why. Well, now I gotta build a new fleet. Okay, Goth Alpha. Okay, these at Goth Alpha will be done pretty soon. Let's make a few more at Goth Alpha. We'll make some light ships in the meantime. More cruiser LZs at Goth Alpha. And maybe some more troop ships. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you can come down here. We'll come meet up with the ships around Balix. Actually, you know what? I should send the fleet up here to Goth Alpha. That'll be better to meet up. We'll have them all meet up at Goth Beta. That'll be a good location because it's right in the middle. It's in a good location to actually meet up. And then we can try to move on to these fleets soon. Oh boy, so their ships are really good. Like 700 for one ship is crazy. Crazy, to be honest. We got to get more research done because our research is just not cutting it. Going to Mass Driver 4 might be a good idea, to be honest. Let's go to Mass Driver 4 after the bombardment is done. I think because our research is so low, but we really need to just be producing ships to refill our navy here. Okay, these guys are taking a while to produce. That's why it's taking so long to do these ones. We do have to keep an eye out for any ships that might come from the yellow territory. I'll try again to ask for a peace deal with the dark blue, because I really don't want to fight them right now. Okay, still not interested in any kind of peace deal, but he doesn't seem that active in pursuing me either, which I guess is good. Okay, another ship is done. Great. These ships suck, though. These ships are so weak. Like, really terrible, to be honest. Oh, boy. Okay. My research is just too low, but I'm really struggling to get not just research done. Okay, there we go. Bombardment. Mass Driver will be pretty good. Again, keep an eye out on what's going on out here. Send these ships up. We got another ship done at Balix. Let's keep them producing something. We'll get them to produce some very light ships, like some corvettes. Balix Gamma can make corvettes. Goth Alpha is making some more cruisers and troop ships. Keep combining these ones up until we have a decent little fleet here that can hopefully pick off some of these guys out here. We'll send the troop ship up here as well. 30 troops. should be enough to invade these planets out here. Oh my god, they really colonize everything out here. These fucking little buggers. Damn, okay. Really have to go through that one soon, though. Okay, how much troops do we have here? Oops, not that one. I want to separate out the troop ships. We'll keep the troop ships separate into different fleet. Okay, 1,400 to whatever theirs is. We'll keep finishing up. We have a few more ships that are still being built. So we'll have another ship done here in a minute, and then another one done here. We should get an upgrade for our, what is it, laser soon as well. And then what we can get with that will be, maybe some different hulls as well, if possible. If we can get some new hulls for the ships. Death spores, that sounds pretty good. But we do need some other things here in the meantime. So this needs to be unlocked first. A dark ray, oof. Plasma cannons will take a long time to produce. You know what, I'm going to go for the nano-robotic maintenance. What will this unlock? Unlock ship hull, let's go for that. We do have a few other things that need to be done first, like nanotech production. Which, where is that? Oh, this is just a prerequisite, so that's going to take a long time to finish. Oh my god. Okay, keep an eye out here. We'll wait a few more turns till some of these ships are done. There we go. Here's another ship. Again, a little bit pathetic in terms of its fighting power. How long for that next ship to be done? 4 more turns, so we can wait a little bit. And at Balix, we're going to have this location keep producing some more of these ships. At Balix Beta, more of those, and we'll make more of the other ones as well. What's the other one I want to make? The cruiser, laser cruisers. At Balix Beta, we'll just keep them making stuff while we're waiting out here. Okay, 2,300. That should be okay. Let's see if we can go attack this location. I think that's enough for now. Okay, there. We took out that location here. Let's go take back Yarrick. Now, we should be able to manage this. And then we'll see if we can go after Hardin, which they did. Did they colonize this or what? They have exobots there, okay. Their technology is way better than mine, for sure. Okay, we defeated them here. Let's take a look at this battle. Combat with integration. We lost 5, but they lost all of their fleet. But the thing is now we do have the troop fleet, which is, 12 only. That sucks. We cannot take any of these, basically. Invade. We can invade one of these. Let's invade this one, I guess. This is probably the only one we can actually manage to invade. Keep the fleet there. We lost a lot of ships. Let's move another ship out there. What is this ship? Oh, 600. Okay, we're going to move the battle fleet out to go flight this ship and move this ship in here as well. Okay, some monsters coming. We got to start making more troop ships because I lost all my troop ships. Stupidly, I shouldn't have brought them into battle, to be honest. That was a mistake, I think. Okay, let's produce something here. At Balix, we're going to keep making more troop ships. We just got to pump out stuff. We got to pump out as much stuff as possible. There, make a lot of troop ships there. That'll have to come out pretty soon. Okay, let's see. They're sending a small ship out here, but we should be able to take it out. It's only one ship. 600 is pretty strong versus our fleet, which is kind of damaged. So I don't know if we're going to be able to fight it, to be honest. It's going to be rough. Oh my god, they're swapping around. And our invasion, I guess it failed. I don't know. So that was a big waste of time then, I guess. And you, please come back here. Okay, what else is going on at the moment? Has anything else been produced yet? Ooh, this is a big fleet, right? What is this? Some comsats, alright. They do have a lot of ships out here, which is also a little bit of a problem. They're expanding a lot. Yeah, they took over this Inferno planet. I think my problem is I should be producing, okay, we have a few things here. I should be producing more, oh boy, more outposts, but right now I'm just struggling to keep my fleets alive, you know? Oh, okay, no, we did take Yark. Okay, so let's go actually attack this troop area, because they're going to invade Yark back, which is a big problem. Yark I, and they're going to take it back probably in another turn or two. Okay, maybe one more turn we'll be able to get out there. We have a lot of troop ships now. 24. Let's send these guys out here. What am I building in Balix anyways? Let's see. At Balix Beta, okay, we're building some stuff here. We got another ship coming, which we'll send out there as well. Now, where the hell's my fleet? I'm getting lost where everything is. Did my fleet just get killed? I think it did. Did I just lose my whole fleet? Combat with integration. Oh my god. Again, you kidding me with this? Bro, I think I'm so fucked in this game. Oh my god, bro. I think I'm just screwed. Yeah, oh, we gotta get that guy out of here. This ship is gonna get torn apart. Same with these troop ships. Like, their ships are just too good. Like, their ships are just too good. They just ruin my ships. Destroy them, and I can't build enough fast enough, to be honest, as well as keep up with the research. Like, oh boy. I think this is definitely the problem with this kind of game sometimes. Not really a problem, but more with my playstyle, because I was a little bit, like, I guess maybe too slow to get started, or wasn't being efficient enough, and then things are just kind of snowballing. So now yellow is like snowballing, and they're just destroying my fleets, and recovering my fleet every single time is just too much, you know? It's just not happening. Like, it's not working out. These ships are just no good as well. These ships just suck. Like, really. These ships they have are so good. Like, 700 for this ship. That's crazy. What even kind of weapons do they have on this? Let me look. What do they have on the ship? Okay, they have shields. They have, like, structure. Oh my god, they have everything here. What are the weapons they have? Exobot ships. What is the... Okay, they have 3 times laser weapons, defense grid, so this is a really good ship. They have way better things than me. Extra fuel tanks, defense grid, and 3 times laser weapons, which is also quite good. So those ships are just, like, they just blow mine out of the water. Like, that's pretty rough, to be honest. Ooh, oh boy. I still have Yark I, which I took over, but that is not going to be very helpful for me. It's going to take me a long time to build up another fleet. I just want to take Yark back. If I can take back Yark 2, I'll be kind of happy. I'll be happy to give up on this war. I was going to go invade them, but like this is not working out at all. We got to keep building some stuff out here. What can we build at Goth Alpha? Let's build, in the meantime, I'm going to build an outpost ship at Goth Alpha. We'll build maybe 2 outpost ships. We'll send those out later. At Balix, we'll also build some outpost ships. 1 outpost ships at Balix Gamma. And what do we have here? Tiny Tundra. We can't really build anything here. Could build an outpost ship here as well, maybe. Yeah, we can't really build much here, to be honest. We need to get some other stuff going. Alright, well, we'll try to sort this out. I don't know how well this is going to work. These ships are just... they're not cutting it. They're no good. Like, that ship, 600, 700, is crazy. That's a lot of like firepower, honestly. Yeah, and Yark is going to get invaded. They have a huge fleet here. 700. Lots and lots of ships coming out here. Oh boy. Okay, whatever. Not much I can really do, to be honest. Okay, battle fleet here. Let's get you guys moving out. Balix Y is producing... What are you producing at Balix Y? Producing an outpost colony ship? Yeah, okay, that's what you were doing. Let's also make some more of the cruisers. Make a cruiser LZ at Balix Y, Balix Gamma. And what is Balix Beta building? Balix Beta is still building these ships, which I don't know when they're going to be done. This take forever to be done. Never going to be done. Never going to be able to defeat these guys. Like one turn I get a victory, the next turn they just smash me with another ship coming in. Okay, let's try to unite these fleets here. Let's also try to unite these troop fleets. Oh, I accidentally made a mistake. Okay, let's try to fix these guys. Okay, we have a big troop fleet. Just our ships are just not cutting it. They're just not good enough to be able to cope with this. I really need to not have to fight for a little while so I can build up a fleet again. And these guys are expanding a lot. Where are these guys going? They're building a... I don't know, building a lot of stuff out here. They're colonizing this whole area here. Really moving on the south, so yellow is definitely my biggest issue at the moment. Like, it's going to take me a long time to be able to deal with these guys. Let's check out what's going on. How long till these ships are done? 2 turns till this one's done. Let's keep an eye on what's going on out here. Okay, we have a ship done. We'll send this one out here to go meet up at Goth Beta. And then we'll try another push toward Yark. So they took over the planet I took over earlier in Yark. And this one, 21 defense at this place. I have 30 troops, so we probably could do it. We just need to keep our troop ships safe, basically. And avoid getting hit from behind. So they do have a fairly decent fleet here, which we'll try to take out in a little while. Okay, let's unite these fleets together. 1,200 and the troop ships here. Let's try to take this out. We might be able to do it. Oh, they have a big fleet over here. Oh my god. That's a huge fleet. Look at this. Holy shit. That is not gonna work out. Oh no. Let's wait here then. Oh boy, how can I even fight this? Look at this. These ships are just insane. These ships are amazing. Like, these ships are brutal. What are they even... Okay, they're all like sensor ghost, which means they might have already moved on, whatever those ships are, because it's just like a sensor ghost, meaning they may not actually be there anymore. We gotta watch out because those ships could be a big problem later. What am I making right now? Let's actually remove some of these. We don't really need new hulls exactly. We need better weaponry. Laser 3. Let's go for Laser 3. That might be a good idea. Okay, how long until these other ships are done? 2 more turns till this one is done. And then we'll try to go push towards Yark, if we can. Once this ship is done, at least that'll give us a little bit of breathing room, maybe. I don't know if this will even be possible, to be honest. Like, these ships are just not cutting it. 200 attack, really no good. Okay, 1,600 with this. Let's try. We'll make one more push. If I don't do this, I may just... I may have to give up on this fight here, because this is not working out that well. Okay, we're going to leave the troop fleet here, and we're going to move in with this larger fleet. And we lost. Oh boy. Yeah, obliterated. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. That's insane. These are like brutal. What do they even have here? They had a huge fleet there. Oh my god. I do have a troop fleet, but there's nothing for me to really even invade, to be honest. Oh boy, okay, that's pretty bad. We gotta get these troops out of here then, at least. So there goes another big group of ships. I think we're just kind of fucked. I think we just can't fight anything at Yark. So, like, look at this. What are the, They lost 6? Is that right? Let me see here. What did they destroy? Okay, so we destroyed a lot of stuff, but, heavy troopers... Okay, a lot of stuff destroyed. Oh boy, okay. At Balix B, Balix Beta, there was combat. What? Oh, maybe some monster or something like that. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is maybe I can change my production. I don't know what else to make. At Balix Beta, let's keep making some of these. What else do we have here? Maybe we'll just make these laser ones. Armor plating ×2, improved engine couplings, and laser weapons ×2. We'll make that. That might be good. We'll make 2 of those, and then I'm going to see if I can design a new ship using this robotic hull. And we'll do one with 1 Zortum armor. What is this? Laser weapon, flak cannon, and mass driver. We'll do 3 laser weapons, maybe. How much is the mass driver versus the laser? I think laser is more, right? Okay, this can be up to 500 for all of that. Extra fuel tank or better engine couplings. So let's get the better engine couplings. Okay, so we can get up to 500 damage for this ship with just all laser weapons here. All right, so we'll see if that's possible to be a little bit better. I'll call this the Rock Bass LZ for laser. Okay, add finished design, great. And finished design Rock Bass LZ. I'm going to get rid of the old Rock Bass, I guess. We can make it obsolete soon. Let's just produce those. I don't know if we can actually manage to do anything, to be honest. Let's get that one. Where's that? Rock Bass LZ. It's going to be tough. This is going to be a tough fight, to be honest. Whatever we can do with this. Now, it seems like they're not being too aggressive at pushing me at the moment. So that is good, but I would like, you know, to do something else. Now, what else is being produced here? Colony ships, outpost ships. These are taking forever to finish. Who knows when they're going to be done. Okay, keep getting the ships to go meet at Goth Beta, and then we'll try just like another push later, I guess. Like, what else can we really do? Yeah, another ship is coming. 700 there. What's this fleet here? This is 300. So if that ship decides to arrive, we will kind of be a bit screwed. 700 something versus whatever that is. Okay, we do have some stuff going here. Neuron scanner will be done soon. What other weapons can we get? I don't really know, to be honest. Ooh, you know what? Maybe what we need is automatic adaptation to get some more production ability. We really need to produce a lot, you know? We're going to get lasers level 3 pretty soon. And do we finally have enough detection for this? We don't. Oh boy, these guys are getting big, big, big. What is over here? This is a big fleet. We do have a lot of detection there, so I can see they have a fleet of 700 and a lot of just like troop ships. And this one as well, which I don't know what that is. Well, it's going to take a long time for my ships to be produced that I can actually have a decent little fleet here. We got something here. Here we go. At least this is a marginally better ship. 500 strength versus like whatever it was 300 before. So getting a few of those might be a good idea. They are throwing more ships down here, which are definitely better. These ships are definitely superior to what anything I have. So we do have to be kind of careful. Now, what I could do... Let's see what else... What am I producing in these other places? Balix Y is producing colony ships, cruiser LZ. Goth B is producing really nothing. Goth Alpha, what are you producing? Outpost ship, outpost ship. Let's get Goth Alpha to produce a few things like some small corvettes. Yeah, get you to make a few corvettes, and we'll get Balix Y to make corvette as well. Okay, just some little ships to kind of fill in the fleet a little bit. Okay, so we got a few ships coming. 700 here, 700 here. That's a lot. I don't think I can actually fight that with what I have here. Okay, this will be done in a few turns. Okay, they're both running back. Okay, here's another ship. Another big ship here. We're in negative influence right now. Really suffering for our influence. Okay, so some technology upgrades have improved these ships a little bit. We have 2,400. So let's see if we can get these ships to come down here and make another attack on Yarrick. Okay, battle fleet. What's this battle fleet here? There is a small fleet there. We're going to see if we can move the battle fleet in. Oh my god, again. Destroyed. Holy shit. Bro, give me a fucking break. Why are these guys so strong? What the fuck? Damn, bro. Well, they're so strong. Like, I really can't fight these guys at all. That's insane. Holy shit. So that is just brutal. I cannot do anything about that. That's another fleet gone. Oh my god. I think I'm kind of fucked now. I think I can't do shit. Oh boy. I mean, I don't even know what to do. I'm out of research now. Wasting research at the moment. Which, am I wasting research? I guess so. Well, get force field harmonics. That'll be a good option to fill up our queue a little bit. Okay, so yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. I think Yarrick is just gone. Ugh, that sucks really bad. So I don't know why I can't fight these guys. Like, what exactly is making it impossible to fight them here? Like, they have these troop ships, but these shouldn't be able to attack my fleet, right? I don't know. I think they're pulling in ships from here. That's why. They're pulling in these ships to guard Yarrick. So maybe what I should be doing is attacking Hardin instead, because this one is definitely way less defended. Oh well, I mean, like, what can I even do now? I kind of lost that. Okay, colony fleet. These are both outpost ships. Let's send these outpost ships somewhere useful. I'm going to send one to the Bayx asteroids. And where can you go? Maybe somewhere where we can colonize something. Throw up a small outpost or something like that. I don't know where. We're pretty limited in this little tiny system where basically everything is destroyed for us. Okay, maybe we can send you somewhere. I don't know where. Gas giant out there might be pretty good. You know, let's send it out to this gas giant. I think over here we have these irradiated planets. Yeah, I'll send it over there. That'll be good. Ooh, this fleet is also looking pretty scary. Okay, so I think I may have to give up on Yarrick. I just don't think I can fight whatever they have. They just have a massive fleet here that I just cannot defeat. These ships are just too powerful. And I think what's happening is when they see my fleet coming in, they just send those ships there and then they instantly just get destroyed. So that's the problem, you know? That's the biggest issue here. I can keep making ships, but, you know, I don't know. I'm getting kind of tired out from that. What if I just give up? At Balix B. Where's Balix B? Oh, this is Balix B. So what's here? These krill swarms. Oh, very annoying. A lot of them around here now. Just like tons and tons of these little guys. Very tiresome. Okay, so yeah, they got a really good defensive system around Yark. They got a few big fleets here. A big ComSat set up there. So they can definitely see me coming from a long way away. So maybe going for Harden Y will be the only real option. Another option would be going north and coming down on Ankle, which we could also maybe do. So maybe that will be a good option. I really don't know. I do need a few ships built though, so we gotta wait a little bit. I'll try something. I want to be able to take out one of their ships, because basically... Ooh, what happened here? Has anything happened? I saw a message and I think I skipped it. Oh, at Harden B, yeah. Okay, still things going. LZ building. Okay, we got a colony ship finally, and we do have enough detection to actually colonize this little ocean world, which will help us a lot. Hidden burrowers, oof. I don't know if that's good. That sounds pretty bad. But we will colonize this one. I think that'll be a good idea. At least we can get another planet in our system to help out a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to set these other planets to research instead. We'll leave that one as defense. Set you as research. We do need more research really, really badly. Just Balix we need to set for production. Okay, we got a little colony here. They're not happy though, which is unfortunate, but not much we can really do about that. Let's check our policies. Can we change our policies here? Now, we don't have anything to actually change much, so I think we can't really do that. Alright, let's keep waiting around. I mean, not much else to really do. Yellow is not pushing the attack, but they're also not doing much else, you know? I'm super concentrated in this little area. Oh, I forgot about these. Let's place an outpost here. And we're going to place an outpost on this gas giant as well, so that'll be good. Get a few outposts in the Bayix system, and maybe we'll send another colony ship to this desert planet as well, because this should be okay for us to colonize. But we do need to start producing one then. Goth Alpha, what is Goth Alpha producing? They're producing some more corvettes. What are you producing? What are you producing? Okay, that's fine. Okay, we got another ship finally done. Work on our new fleet whenever we can manage it. Okay, pretty good. I would like the Baytrix Beta back, but I don't know why they want this so badly. I guess they just don't like me being in their area. They may actually come and take these two outposts later as well. I don't know if they will, but that could very well happen. How's our research going? Okay, adaptive automation should improve our production by quite a bit. Asteroid hulls, let's actually get that. That'll be good. Get some new hulls going and get some more weapons as well. Like, for example, Dark Ray. Oof. We need a lot of things to get Dark Ray, though. Ash Clouds and Dark Ray. Actually, you know what? Let's cancel that. Because I don't know what this Dark Ray does. What does this even do? Does this do damage, or is it what? Okay, so no, that doesn't actually do damage. It just blots out the planet, which is cool, but not really what I want to do. I just want to blow stuff up. We'll get Laser 4. That'll probably be the best investment, I think. So we'll get Laser 4 after Adaptive Automation and then Force Field Harmonics. So that'll be the biggest benefit we can get, as well as some new hulls. Okay, big fleet here. Not that big anyways, but like I said, they do have another fleet here as well, which is the real problem, because they can travel between those spots within like one turn. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a surprise attack on Ankal instead of going for Yarok yet again. Okay, a big fleet coming. I hope they don't do anything with us. I wonder if we can also get binding to actually make an alliance with us. Okay, no, they're not interested to do anything with us, which kind of sucks. Still a lot of production going. I don't know how many turns it's going to take to actually build this. Okay, another ship here, 400. Now, how many ships are over here? It looks like this one is probably the least defended, so I think Ankle will be a good option for us to go after later. They don't have much really there. Okay, another 5 turns this will be done. And what else is being produced at Balix? Let's keep making more of these big ships, I think. And what we can also do is make a few smaller ships as well. Make a few of the LZ cruisers, which will be quite good to help fill out the fleet a little bit. Balix A, again, focused on research for now. That'll be okay. They're pretty happy, though. That all the fruit on that planet makes it quite good, and that hopefully boosts our research enough. So Balix, the capital, can focus on other things while these fleets are building up. Slowly, very slowly building up. 6 turns, 7 turns, 9 turns. Actually, I'm going to set Goth Alpha to production as well. Hopefully that'll increase the production rate a little bit. Okay, another ship done. Great. Still, Yellow is not being too aggressive. They did take over Bintang. A lot of things in Bintang. They're building a lot of outposts. I should probably be filling up my whole area with outposts, to be honest. I'm just not really doing that. Actually, I guess I am. All these places have outposts that are near me. Next thing I should also work on is a colony ship, if possible. We'll send that out to that desert planet out there, which will be a good option for colonization. Okay, these ships are just constantly patrolling this area. We have a battle fleet here, which is not too bad. Just a few small corvettes. Move that one in. Now, let's see out here. Another corvette at Goth Alpha, and a corvette at Balix Y will also be done pretty soon. Balix Y is also producing corvettes. I'm going to have them keep producing little corvettes. We'll have Balix also produce maybe some troop ships too. Maybe one troop ship. Okay, so 1,800 for this fleet and 30 troops. We could go out with that. I don't know. I mean, that's going to be still pretty tough. We'll wait for maybe one more ship to finish. This ship is done next turn. This ship is done in 6 turns. Okay, another ship here. Little corvette as well. Now, we probably could go with Ankel and take that out. That might be possible. Okay, this is a decent little fleet now. I think we're going to send this fleet out to the Ankel system and see if we can do a sneak attack from the rear of their empire here. Now, they can't detect us until we basically get right on the edge of their empire. Now, let's keep producing stuff at Balix. Balix is producing a few things here. We'll keep making some more of the Robo-Cruiser LZs. Produce as much as possible as we can, basically. Now we need to make sure they don't move in. If they move in here, they can basically just crush all these planets around here very easily, which it seems like they're not interested in doing. I'm going to quickly move this ship up, so we're getting our ships a lot better now. Battle fleet, let's move into Ankel. We should be able to do a nice little surprise attack. Take them a few turns to realize. There we go. Okay, and let's do the landing here on Ankel, Annex. We can't do that, but we can invade and take over Ankel and then get the hell out of here. Maybe we can even go for Silva, which is maybe a little bit too difficult. We might be able to just ruin their day from the meantime. Take them out from the back. I'm going to send this ship out here as well. Okay, did we manage it? I think we failed the invasion, right? There was a ground battle on integration. Okay, I think we won whatever battle was there. How did the ground battle go? I think whatever ground battle was a failure. We didn't do it, obviously. So there goes that bunch of troop ships out there. Oh boy, okay. But they barely had any defenses, so I'm surprised they're able to stand up to that. Just, you know, we lost the battle, I guess. Ground battle. Inkle 1 was attacked. I don't know. They don't really say much about how the battle went. It's hard to tell, because I guess I lost because I didn't take the planet, but still, that sucks, you know? Now I gotta pump out another big chunk of these troop ships, you know? Let's get out of here then. We're gonna meet these ships up and just run away from that location, to be honest. We'll have to get Balix Beta to start producing troop ships again. Always something, you know? Always something with this. Just gotta pump out troop ships. Okay, there. Pump out a lot of troop ships. This will be done in 2 turns, and then we'll try to pump out, like, just a bunch of troop ships. Like, what else can we really do? Oh, I'm way behind in my research. Uh-oh. I'm wasting research here. Okay. What else do we need here? Let's get some antimatter. Actually, you know what? Let's get the sentient automation. There. Sentient automation after translinguics and psionics. That'll be pretty good. Okay, there we go. Translinguics, psionics, and then sentient automation should fill up our research for a while. Gotta keep an eye on that before any problems come in. So it seems like Yellow is still not that interested in fighting that much. Okay, so we'll have to stay at that location. And hopefully Ankel won't be too defended later. We'll have to see if they bring some defenses away from there. They're defending Yark a lot. And I don't know how long it's going to take to build some troop ships. A very long time, I think. Okay, here's our first group of troop ships, 18. Move those ones out there. Okay, now we have a pretty big fleet here. 3,700 to attack Ankel. We do have the ability to bombard the planet, I believe. So we might be able to do it. Okay, here's another group of troop ships. Ooh, actually, I see that they have a fleet here from these guys being very annoying for me. Okay, they're moving out of there. That's fine. Please get out of my way. Okay, they still don't seem to have any defenses around Ankel yet. Keep moving ships way to the north, and we're going to keep production in Balix B. Okay, Balix B is still producing a lot. We'll have them keep producing some large things here. Also work on some buildings. After those ships are done, get them to work on some new buildings as well to improve this planet, because definitely I've been focusing only on ships and ships and ships and ships, and nothing much else. Okay, let's get these guys to go over. This might be enough to attack the planet now. Okay, we had a battle here. 12 in this one. There's 33. Oh, sorry, there's 35 here. Oof, that's a lot. That's a lot of troops. We have another group of 18 who might be able to help. Now, we might be able to bombard the planet. Let's see. Okay, we have 30 in the troop fleet and 35 here. 30 with 35, that's the problem. So I wish we could bombard this planet. That might make it a little bit easier. If we can get a few more troops. Oh, it looks like we do have some troop fleets ready. So we'll send this one here. I also have a colony fleet. I'm going to send it out to this desert planet. And troop fleet out there. That should be enough to be able to invade Ankul. Okay, another ship coming in. Let's make sure all these planets are actually building something useful. So in the meantime, what else can I make here? Let's make some more other kind of abilities, like some orbital dry docks here. Right here, let's make a basic shipyard. And a Goth Alpha. What can we make here? Let's make another orbital dry dock. Okay, here we go. At this location, we have another ship here, a small little corvette. Just a little bit of a boost. Okay, we need this to go down. I wish we can... I did research bombardment, I believe. Maybe I need different kind of weapons. Well, one more troop ship, though, is coming, so that should be okay. And it looks like we can colonize this. So, Human Desert, we'll take this planet, Bear Crooks Alpha. And that'll be pretty good to expand a little bit. Other locations. I guess we can start throwing up some more places around here. These outposts are more for the sake of defense. They don't produce like a lot by themselves. Okay, looks like no one is coming to save Ankul. Okay, this troop fleet is going to be here pretty soon. This should be enough to invade the planet with this. 24 and 6. Ooh, 30. Where did my other fleet go? Did they get attacked again? Oh boy, I'm always short on ships at the moment. I'm going to pull these troop fleets out because they're just not doing anything right now. They're like dying out here. I don't know what's going on with them. I need more troops anyway, so I guess we'll have to just produce more. Balix Beta. Okay, these are going to take forever to make. Let's just make some quickly. Troop ships times another times 3, and we'll make that immediately at Balix Beta. 4 turns to be finished, okay. Okay, one more turn. And see if we can get this troop ship out there soon enough. Okay, avoid these ships from this blue empire over here. Looks like we got Bay Crooks Alpha also is producing something. So get these guys to keep working on science will be good. And I already colonized this one with an outpost, which is also quite good. Let's get these guys to make something. What can these guys make? Let's make a basic shipyard here. Okay, 4,000. Now this is a battle fleet. Okay. I'm just going to keep pumping ships on top of this location here. Yeah, 35. Okay. Once this group of troops gets there, that should be enough to deal with whatever is there, to be honest. Okay, I think we can kind of calm down from producing tons and tons of stuff for a little while. We are making some troop ships here at Balix. What am I making at Balix Beta? Just a few things. Universal Translator, more troop ships, which is fine. Actually, I'm going to change this to ×3 again. Balix Beta, we'll actually cancel this one. Let's keep making a few more of these laser rock bass ships. And I think I'm going to make another outpost ship here, and maybe one more colony ship. Actually, you know what? Let's make it a robotic outpost, because that way we can throw robots, which will be able to colonize more variety of locations. Okay, that's pretty good. Just wait for these troops to arrive. Oncolos combat with integration. Okay, so we didn't lose anything, but we're taking a lot of damage here because they keep attacking us. We just need to defend integration here. And they should be able to invade pretty soon. Okay, they're attacking a lot. They're attacking very often here. We're probably going to have to get these ships out of here pretty soon. Okay, let's send this troop fleet in. Oh, they destroyed my fleet. Okay, there it goes. Oops. Oh boy. Okay, so there goes the whole fleet there. That sucks. Okay, well, can we do something here? Not annexable. So we don't have any ships anymore. So we can't do anything. That was a big fucking waste of time then. Oh my god. Oh boy, okay. Damn, I'm getting so bummed out. I think I may finish off the video here. It's been a pretty long recording, and I'm so bummed out trying to fight this. I think I'm just so behind in my research, and that just permanently cucked me in the game where I just cannot catch up. So I think I'm kind of screwed, basically. I don't know how I can really recover, honestly, because the amount of ships I have to produce, I guess if I just kind of let it go and let these guys just do their own thing for a little while, really hunkered down on my research, and then started to produce, maybe colonize some more places, I probably could have recovered, but I'm too vengeful, you know? That's my problem. Whenever I lose territory, I get so upset and I need to take it back. And when I can't do it, I end up blowing up my whole military and industry and everything. So I think I will end off the video here, but that was FreeOrion. This is a pretty fun game. This is a really fun game. It is a little bit, I would say it's not too difficult. Playing online is pretty fun too. I would like to try online with the current version of the game. Definitely I need to be a little bit more careful with my play style. I got too invested in this stupid war and then kind of screwed myself over. As well as maybe building more outposts might be a good idea. Though, I don't know. I mean, there's only a few places that are even like worth to build an outpost on. Though I see these places, he seems to have built colonies on almost every planet, but some of them are using the exobots, for example. So maybe doing something like that, building robotic colonies would be a good idea to really maximize my colony potential. Right now I'll leave a few colonies of humans. But either way, guys, I think I'm going to end the video here. This is going to go on too long. But I'll see you guys again next time. So goodbye, guys.